For centuries, it was a windswept.
Audio test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Guthrie Football 2023 is brought to you by Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, and you. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. North Church Guthrie, you matter. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Golden Chick, the original and still the best. Mercy Hospital, Logan County, your life is our life's work. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. S&T Oilfield Services, Joshua 2415. The Martin Insurance Agency, insurance excellence. Integrity Heat and Air, we work with integrity. Strive Wellness Lounge, health therapy. Eddie Hinkey, Stetson Bentley, real estate. Guthrie Bluejay Football is also brought to you by Interbank, A-Team Overhead Door, Hayes Tree Service, Guthrie Tag Agency, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic I-35 and Highway 33, Mosquito Authority, E&H Dirt Work, Exxon, and Mayor Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma.
Welcome to Guthrie Football. The following is a production of Guthrie Football, spanning across the Blue Jay Network.
Throws it up for Dante Foster in a triple coverage. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Now, let's go live to the stadium with the voice of the Blue Jays, Chris Evans, and tonight's Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
From beautiful downtown Guthrie, welcome to Jelsma Stadium, the Rock, for the 2023 high school football season opener. So glad to have you here on GMP TV, along with our outstanding production crew, Sean Silvis, Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. We'll introduce the crew here in a little bit as we go along here in the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Once again, thank you, Bank First, for sponsoring all of our pregame shows the entire season. Phil Nichols, football season is always fun when it gets here, and it's always fun when you start the entire football season inside Jelsma Stadium.
Yeah, there's nothing better than opening the year inside the Rock, and I tell you what, it's white out tonight. We got people piling in, great crowd. The band from Ponca's across the way. Blue Jay band will be going here in a second. This is what high school sports is all about. No doubt about that. We're going to get into the X's and O's, the Jamies and Joes, as we go along here throughout this Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. And starting a little bit later tonight, Phil. We were scheduled to play 7 o'clock, as everyone knows, and the news came down early this morning that it would be pushed back to 7:30, and so that's why we're here a few minutes behind here with you today. But a lot of teams, a lot of games being pushed back to even as far as 8 o'clock tonight. Yeah, I think it's a good decision. I mean, it's been so hot here recently. There's no reason this opening week to make the kids get out here and go in even hotter conditions. So I think it's a good decision just for the health and well-being of the student athletes. And you know, heck, the fans aren't going to complain either, Chris. Give it a little more break. Get that sun down a little bit farther. So good call, I think, across the state. But backed everything up. Gave us 30 extra minutes to get ready today. Still warm. But you know, look at the hometown crowd there, and they're in the shade. They are in the shade. So that's the good news. Now, our visitors across the way, Ponca City, there's a little bit of sun left over there, but it'll be shaded in plenty of time for a good part of this football game. You notice that our band, they're veterans. Yes. They got all their gear over there, but they're nowhere to be found. They're staying in the shade, staying cool as long as they can. So, yeah, like you said earlier, being here at the Rock is just so much fun. And you talk to opposing teams, opposing coaches, they enjoy coming to the Rock for the experience. Now, many times they don't like it when they leave, right. but it is a cool place to come play high school football. And we'll have a stat about playing inside Jelsma Stadium and playing the first game of the season. We'll do that when we take our opening time out here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. We'll take a look at some game notes as well. A little bit later on, we will have the series history between Guthrie and Ponca City. Take a look at some impact players and a few other things here in the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show after this here on GMP TV.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma Streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Linux products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years. I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Go Blue Jays!
Strive Wellness Lounge is a professional concierge nursing, innovative nurse practitioner-led practice using cutting-edge technology to give you convenient care, IV therapy, telehealth, medical weight loss, men's health, ED, testosterone, and hormone therapy. In our Wellness Lounge, or the convenience of your residence, hotel room, or place of business within reasonable time of receiving your call or text. Strive Wellness has designed several formulas to address a variety of issues, including immune system strengthening, optimal athletic performance and recovery, hangover relief, brain fog, strengthening hair, skin, and nails, anti-aging, metabolism enhancement, migraine and pain relief, fatigue, and dehydration. Call us at 405-293-4160.
Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Welcome aboard for the 2023 high school football season. Got a fantastic home schedule. Got 3 road games that has some distance. We'll talk about all that good stuff, but big thank you to Bank First, Laverne, Tina, and the great crew over there. Boy, they've been doing a lot of good things for many, many years, decades over there.
Can't say enough about Bank First. Of course, my bank, Bank First, been there with them over 20, almost 25 years now.
Yeah.
Do a great job with our business accounts, our personal accounts. If you need car loans, home loans, CDs, they have an investment guy that comes in. They can do it all.
Absolutely. We appreciate them. Laverne, over to our right as he helps with the game day clock operations and all that good stuff. Well, it's warm downstairs, and bringing our third team on the broadcast, Sean Silvis. And Sean got to a high of 103, which is about 25 days in a row of something being over 100 degrees, it feels like. But it's warm out there. Oh, we're working on Sean's audio. I saw it moving a second ago.
Yeah.
All right.
You got it turned on, Sean?
We'll work on Sean. I see it going through the.
Is the red light on at the bottom?
We'll try to get Sean. There it is.
There it is.
All right, Sean. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. And boy, it's warm down there, Sean. Oh, it went away again. I don't know. Well, I see it bouncing here, but. Keep working on that, and we'll try to get here in just a little bit.
Let's go series history.
That wireless mic. Let's get over to the series history between these two programs. 12th meeting between these two teams, and that's quite a bit because the first time they met was 2010.
Yeah, I mean it's been a regular matchup. Obviously, we've had a lot of fun trips up to Ponca. Most of them have been very, very successful ball games. Of course, the Blue Jays lead that series 9-2 in those 11 games played. And
can you tap on
and we've had the crazy weather game that one year, had delays.
That's one of the losses.
That was one of the losses. And then last year I got gagged really hard by the nice young man outside trying to get in the stadium. So it's always fun to go to Ponca, but I like it better when they come here.
Yeah, and it's a series that Guthrie has dominated 9-2.
Absolutely dominated. But I'll tell you what, this Ponca team, and we're going to break this down. This is a team that's got some real ability and some really big-time athletes on it, so I think we'll have a heck of a ball game.
Yeah, I totally agree. We're going to get more into that. Let's try Sean Silvis again. Sean, do you got us? No.
Is it turned up right there?
Now he's muted again. Sean, you're muted. It's not moving on 4, so we'll still working on that. So let's take a look at some game notes coming into this matchup tonight, Phil. And you take a look at Ponca City. They were in the playoffs for the first time and won a playoff game last year. First time since 1986.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what's been cool is watching the progression over these last few years, really establishing some cool things in the program there, and just a lot of good stuff going on in Ponca City. I think, seeing them inside the top 10 in 6A2 this year, that's a big deal for Ponca City, trying to build on that playoff experience from last year. And it'll be interesting. Will they ever be a 5A school?
They're getting close. Yeah. They're getting close. They're the 4th smallest in 6A football. So they're 100 students away from potentially coming to 5A. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see that coming in. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays, 7-2 in season opener since 2014. 15-8 since 2001. That was the first year Rafe Watkins came to town. Rafe, I think it took him his 4th year to win his first home or season opener. Yeah. But then things got rolling a little bit.
Yeah, it took him his 4th year to get his first opener win. Took him his 2nd year to win his first state title, though, right? So he came in strong. But these opening games, especially these 0 weeks, there's always some unknowns, right? You got young kids coming in for both teams that are going to be filling spots through graduation or injuries, but it's their first time on the bright lights of Friday night. So you just never know what's going to happen. Usually you might see a few more, maybe a little more mistakes early in games like this, but, these 0 weeks, these non-district games throughout the first 3 weeks of the season, that's where a lot of coaches, they work through these things. And I want to say this, too. I really appreciate the fact that we've went out and found good competition in non-district games. I tell you, you got 6A2 Ponca here in a few weeks. We'll be playing 4A Powerhouse Tuttle. That's a good way. I think that's a good recipe to get ready for playoff football.
Guthrie 97-23 when playing inside Jelsma Stadium. So a pretty good win scenario, over 75% of their ball games. So there's a 75% chance tonight that the Blue Jays win.
Yeah, that's a very good point. And it's a tough place to come into. The crowd gets rocking. The bands will be rocking. And it's just the feel and really, I think there's an aura of this stadium. I really do. I think there's just something about it. It's unlike anything else you'll find in Oklahoma.
Absolutely. We'll take another time out here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Still got the Mercy Health Report. We'll take a look at the offensive and defensive starters, also the impact players, and, of course, keys to victory. All coming up here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Meet Eddie Hankey with Stetson Bentley, your gateway to exceptional real estate opportunities. Whether you're seeking a cozy home or a thriving commercial space, Eddie has the expertise to match your unique needs. From family-friendly neighborhoods to lucrative business locations, Eddie is your partner in making the right property move. Explore the endless possibilities together. Eddie Hankey, where home and business meet success.
Martin Insurance is your local agent ready to serve you. We have over 150 years experience and represent all major insurance companies, so you get the best coverage and price for your specific needs. Whether you need coverage for personal, home, and auto, or for your business, no account is too big or too small. For that local service and expert knowledge you deserve, stop by Martin Insurance at 115 South Broad Street in Guthrie. Call Mike Cheap, Pat Cheap, or Chris Herzl at 405-282-3770 or visit cheapbrothers.com anytime.
Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show here in Guthrie. Chris Evans, Phil Nichols, Sean Silvis working on that wireless mic still, and our great production team. Aaron Ryburn, Cody Knox behind the scenes. Camera operators once again this season, Kel Evans, Lance Evans, Michael Pruitt, Connor Phillips on the scoreboard graphics this evening. Ronnie Phillips, the nucleus of all this, producing our show tonight. Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. We appreciate everyone checking us out on GMP TV, and we invite you to hit that thumbs up. You can also comment in the comment section. Let us know where you're watching here tonight, and we'll be glad to answer some of your questions and hopefully give you a few shout-outs here throughout the entire season. So don't be shy on there. Grant Oliver watching all the way in Duncan, Oklahoma. He says go Wynnewood. He's a huge James Allen fan. Yes. And I don't know if I'm afraid to even try Sean Silvis again. Sean, is it going to work?
I don't know, guys.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey.
Oh, okay. Let's try to give him the proper introduction again. Sean, it's hot downstairs. Let's go down to Sean Silvis.
All right, guys, if I stand on my head just right and lean to the left, we got great reception down here. The temperature. What I was trying to say earlier on the temperature, guys, it is just breaking 100 degrees, which sounds terrifying. However, down here in the shade, it's not all that bad, and it looks like the shade is starting to cover most of the field. So I think it's going to be warm, but I don't think it's going to be too hot.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, and that is good news for our friends over at Ponca. They are in the shade. I know that was a concern for our fans and football team in Cade County about being in the sun, but there's no sun over there, so that's a good sign for them.
Yeah, for sure. And like I say, the guys were down here, they were sweating pretty good, but as they moved closer to the shade, you started to notice the sweat slowed down, and all the coaches moved over. So I think during the game they're going to be fine.
And we'll talk about the Mercy Health Report. You're a two-time big champion, but early on the season, cramping will probably be a big issue.
Yeah, cramping's going to be a big deal. One thing I did hear from the referees when we had the meeting is that they're going to allow 2 minutes in between breaks. So like when they kick the field goals and stuff, normally they give a minute, and now they're going to give 2 minutes just to give those athletes time to walk over the sidelines, get a break, let their heart rate come down. And I think that could be huge. They're going to get twice as much rest. They said they're not going to push the game. They're not going to make it, try to get out of here early. They're going to extend their time and give those athletes a chance to stay healthy.
Appreciate that report down on the field, Sean. And the good thing about that, this officiating crew, we'll talk about the officials here in a little bit, but this is a very, very good officiating crew. That White Cup, White Hat, we'll be talking about him throughout the night. But he was he's a state tournament basketball official, big-time football official. So we always get good officials here, of course. In Guthrie, you can be a little bit picky of what officiating crews you bring in, and they're always going to be veteran ball clubs or veteran officials, and they won't make every play perfect, but there you are right there. And Bryson McSwain, by the way, him and his wife have a business, a cookie business, and during state basketball tournament, they bring all those cookies to us. So when I saw him on the schedule to come into Guthrie, well, I knew we weren't getting cookies, but it made me think of cookies.
Whoa. No cookies?
No cookies.
That's a problem. No cookies tonight. Phil likes cookies. Big fan.
I know you do.
Big fan.
Well, let's talk about the Blue Jays this year, Phil. At quarterfinals a year ago, beat Elgin in the first round. Yep. Lost to Grove, a good Grove team, great running back. Guthrie returns a whole bunch of players. When we look at the starters and all that here in a little bit, going to be a lot of seniors, which is a great news for this year. Now, next year, we'll handle next year when that comes around. Yeah. But you got some veteran players coming back this year.
Yeah, and that's always big time. Of course, you got some of the names, always Nate Benford, and, of course, our 3.5, I call him a 3.5-year starter at quarterback, Hayden Calvert. Anytime you've got a quarterback that's got 3 years of starting experience, you feel pretty darn good, going into the season. Harper over there, big-time playmaker last year as well, and then 4 of those offensive linemen back from last year. That's a big deal. Had a few places to gap or to fill in on the defense, but our defensive line looked great in the scrimmage. Have some you got a good young linebacker there. You've got Varnell, an experienced linebacker back who's going to be all over the field. Just a really solid ball club from top to bottom on both sides of the ball. And I think special teams, you never know what you're going to get with special teams, but what we have become accustomed to at Guthrie is we always have good, aggressive, hard-hitting special teams as well. So I think the season looks bright for the Blue Jays this year.
And one of those big players that we want to brag about is quarterback Hayden Calvert. Remember, his very first start was as a freshman at Lawton MacArthur in the playoffs, got the victory. Phil, he is 20-5 when he starts for the Blue Jays. He's thrown last year 2,019 yards and 24 touchdowns a year ago.
Yeah, I mean he's gotten better every year. You got a good shot of Hayden right there, and he's matured. He's physically gotten bigger, physically gotten stronger. When he sets his feet, gives himself a time, and really sets his feet, he puts the ball where he wants it to go, and he can throw the ball great rolling too, right?
Yeah.
When he's moving to the right or the left, he can really sling that thing. So, and he's a very, very effective runner with the football as well. So I'll tell you that when you have that kind of leadership under center, it makes a big difference.
Another leadership, and we didn't know he was a running back until he needed to be a running back a year ago, talking about Jalen Harper, wide receiver. And he'll still go out, but remember the injury to Isaiah Hammonds a year ago brings in Jalen Harper in that Tuttle game, and he was been the starter every week and ended up being the stronger of the runner last year.
Yeah, Jalen, and he's not just a finesse guy. I thought, he's going to be this quick guy, and he's going to be a slasher or something. He'll put his helmet down and hit you.
Yeah,
I mean, Jalen's a football player. He'll go get you. And I think that the big thing I like about him too, when you talk to him, I guarantee he's one of those kids in the locker room that just keeps the room light.
Yeah.
Keeps the room light. So he's one of those big leaders. Not going to let people get too high. Not going to get them lit too low. He's going to be that real calming force. So another outstanding leader for the Blue Jays.
He was number 13 last year, number 4 in your program. We appreciate you checking us out here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. We got Rodney LeGrand watching all the way in Justin, Texas. We appreciate that. Andrew watching in Wichita, Kansas. Braden Russell. Hey, we remember her, our former teammate. She'll be back one day.
That's why that name's familiar.
Yes. She's watching in Fort Scott, Kansas, as she's up there playing some basketball and continuing her basketball career. So big hello to Chris Talbot watching in McAllister. CABT Guthrie, Oklahoma, watching us as they do each and every week. Appreciate that. Stephen Hartzell also looking forward to watching the game tonight. Of course, with Strive Wellness Lounge, his commercials will be playing throughout the night. So be sure to let us know. Cody Knox is moderating the forum tonight, so all those bad websites he'll probably be able to click out tonight. So hopefully we learned our lessons from a year ago. So, but we're going to take another time out here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. We still got the coin toss and the Blue Jays running out onto the field for the first time in the 2023 high school football season. Back after this on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
I know John for a long time. I like the fact that I can drive into the Autoplex and I know I'm going to get greeted by a courteous salesperson that's really there to help me. Not to pressure me to buy a car, but to help me. I've sent a lot of people to John. They make you feel like they were very, very glad you bought a car from John Vance.
John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Blue Jay Band onto the field. They were here the other night practicing, getting ready for the hometown crowd tonight. They'll perform at halftime. Hopefully we can share that as well. We hopefully made time for that to happen during the Golden Chick halftime show. Band getting ready to perform the national anthem. We'll have that here in a little bit as well. And if we can go ahead real quick, take a look at the 2023 football schedule, and what a schedule it is, especially the home games. You got Ponca City, Tuttle, Piedmont, Carl Albert, Shawnee, 5 good ones.
Yeah, good games. You know, and the big ones in there, that Tuttle homecoming, tough homecoming game, let me tell you. Bringing in Tuttle, ranked top 5 across every poll in 4A. Some have them as high as 2, some have them down in 4. But I'll tell you, a great football team. And then, of course, you see that big one there on October 19th, Carl Albert. I think everybody's consensus favorite to win the whole thing this year in 5A. A lot of football. We're just getting started. But I'll tell you what, going into it on paper, they're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, no doubt. Then we got some time to worry about them later down the line. So let's get set for tonight's national anthem performed by the Guthrie High School Marching Band. And there is tonight's national anthem. Well done by the Guthrie High School Marching Band. They'll get ready to play the school fight song, and we'll have Blue Jays and Wildcats running onto the field here in a few moments. And so let's take our final timeout here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. When we come back, we'll have the coin toss, Jays running out onto the field, and the kickoff between the Jays and Wildcats. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma Streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
The rights to this broadcast have been granted by Guthrie Public Schools. Any rebroadcast or republication of the programming without the written consent of Guthrie Public Schools is strictly prohibited.
Football season is here in Oklahoma, especially here in Guthrie. Welcome back, Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. And I want to say hello to a few more folks out there as we see the captains getting ready to come out onto the field. Tony Wilson watching in Chandler. We wish him a good luck as well, the voice of the Chandler Lions. Hayden Simpson watching in Stillwater, the former Blue Jay and now Oklahoma State Cowboy. Chad D watching in Des Moines, Iowa.
There you go, Des Moines.
Des Moines, yes. And Greg Gibson in my cool living room in Guthrie, USA. It's definitely air conditioning is the favorite place to be tonight. There's no doubt about that. The captains are making their way to midfield. Bryson McSwain is the There's Bryson McSwain with the captains.
Looks like Guthrie.
All right, so it looks like the Guthrie Blue Jays will defer to the second half, so Ponca City will get the football first here offensively. Phil, let's take a look at some of the impact players this year. We've talked about, for tonight, we've already talked a little bit about some of those impact players. Nate Benford, another guy that's great defensively at the cornerback spot. He's going to come over and help on the wide receiver spot. Had a great scrimmage last week.
Yeah, big physical cornerback. He's going to be an impact player on offense as well. We saw it last week in the scrimmage. Devontae Glover, man, I tell you, he's a load up on the defensive end, on the defensive line. Talked about Hayden in the pregame, and then Jalen Harper. You're going to see him carrying the ball, catching the ball, doing a little bit of everything offensively. Big-time players for the Blue Jays.
Those are just for the impact players. That will be a big focus throughout the entire night here and season for the Blue Jays. Ponca City kind of already ran out. They're already going through more drills, and here come the Blue Jays for the first time this season. Always cool to see the hometown team come out onto the field, and now the band will exit stage left. Let's take a look at some of the keys to victory for both teams. We'll be fair to both teams here, as the Ponca City Wildcats must match Guthrie's physicality and stop the run game. Guthrie takes pride in running the football and stopping the run.
Yeah, if we could listen, if you're going to try to carry the ball against the Guthrie Blue Jays, this could be a long night, but I think you're going to see the Ponca City going to spread it out a little bit, try to get that ball down the field with the passing attack tonight.
Ponca City's got to stay balanced, and they got to capture the momentum early to set the tone. For Guthrie, take pride in being mentally tough. Weather-wise, you always want to be tough, and this is one way to prove your toughness with handling the weather conditions.
Yeah, I mean, we pride ourselves on our conditioning, the MTXC, mental toughness, extra effort, the off-season program. I told somebody today, if it comes down to deep in the fourth quarter, I like the Blue Jays' chances because I know they're well-conditioned and ready to go.
Of course, you got to eliminate turnovers, sustain drives. That's every week. But lean on the offensive experience in the run game. For the 5 offensive linemen, and there's some others with playing experience from a year ago.
Yeah, very experienced offensive line, and it showed last week in the scrimmage. I mean, that's the anchor of this offense. Of course, you have a good offensive line. I don't care who you're playing for. You're going to win a lot of football games on Friday nights.
And those are your keys to victory for both clubs. And some big names for Ponca City will be the quarterback and wide receiver number 3, Tay Moore. He's a senior, and his favorite target will be number 4, Gavin Cunningham. He's a senior, and he's going to have college offers among the armed forces.
Yeah, he's got offers. Air Force Academy, West Point, Naval Academy. Big 6'4" kid, very athletic, long, can go out there and get it. Look to see Benford lined up with him most of the night.
Yeah, that'll be a fun matchup. That'll be number 1 for Guthrie, number 4 for Ponca City, back and forth. And so, Benford, probably played college football for the defensive side with his frame, but he made some great catches a week ago. Of course, he had the interception. We expect that, but his ability to go get the ball will be great. And we saw Blake Doles run the ball well, and Zane Thomas run the ball well.
Saw a lot of kids in that scrimmage do really well. Blake's big physical kid, but very athletic for a big guy, and he likes to lower that head and get on to you. So, I mean, he's a physical kid. He'll be a lot of fun to watch.
No doubt about that. And Calvert and Harper did not play last week in the scrimmage. They were probable coming into tonight's game. I think they were going to both be able to start. So we are set for high school football. Appreciate everyone checking us out this year on GMP TV. We'll be here with you all season long. Blue Jays will line up across the 36-yard line in the black jersey tops, blue numbers. And we are underway in the 2023 high school football season. Cunningham, that stud receiver, gets it at the 3, and he'll make the return out to the 20 and just will be down at the 20-yard line. And here comes Ponca City, Phil, and they got a good quarterback, Jay saw him a year ago, and Tay Moore.
Yeah, this kid's athletic. He can flat spin the ball. We were watching him in pregame. He's standing there just casually throwing the ball 60 yards in the air. I mean, he has a strong arm, but he can also get out on the edge and run it. Very athletic young man.
Ponca City in the all-white uniforms. Again, this is the 12th meeting between these two programs. Guthrie 9-3, trying to make it 10 wins since 2010. The Wildcats will have 3 receivers to that far side, and there is Tay Moore in the shotgun. He'll take the direct snap, and he'll run on the left side, and there's a Blue Jay to meet him after a couple of yard pickup.
Yeah, good job by the Blue Jay defense. Most of these games, especially week 0, are going to start off pretty vanilla, I think. People try to get some people settled down first game. I mean, there's just a lot of energy and a lot of emotion down there right now, a lot of nerves for some of these kids. So probably pretty vanilla for both teams on the opening offensive series.
2 receivers to each side this time, and Ponca has gone to a more spread offense this year. Moore's pass is caught, and he unable to get a block. Nice open field tackle there by the Blue Jays.
Trying to get a number
2,
on that.
Phil.
Number 2 for the Blue Jays.
Tariq Watson.
Yeah, Tariq Watson. One of the Watson brothers comes up, does a great job there. That could have been big yards. Sets him up here on the Integrity Heat and Air replay. Watch here. Perfect. Breaks it down, gets that ankle, trips him up, puts him in 3rd and long situation. Great job by the Blue Jay defense. Great
job by the camera crew and producer Ronnie Phillips. We hope to have this all season long. If we can, we're off to a good start. If we can get Phil's headsets working and Sean's wireless microphone working, we'll be in even better shape.
I've been up here battling that mic.
3rd down and 7. No pickup on the pass play. Moore rolling, and he will look to run. He wanted to throw it, but he will not get much there. Maybe the 26-yard line. And there's one of the new linebackers in Kellen Herzl, number 34. His brother was an All-Stater last year. He's at OBU and Shawnee. Insert the new Herzl, 34, making an impact already.
A lot of them Herzl boys. Got another one coming up behind him, but great job by Herzl. Just a sophomore. Excellent job. Going to flip the ball here. Going to have to force the Ponca City Wildcats into a punting situation. Keep an eye on them. Yep,
4th and 4. The punter back at the 16-yard line. Good high punt. And it will be fielded at the 37-yard line and tackled almost immediately. Good job there by the special teams. Jalen Harper with the quick, short return. There is a flag on the play.
Good shot there. I think, I don't know what the call's going to be here. I think I might know what it is. But, Chris, why make a fool of myself? I can just wait and let them go ahead and figure it out themselves. But I think it's going to go against the Blue Jays.
Yeah, and that's frustrating because you don't really get much of a, return. So you're going to get a good look there. Bryson McSwain, tonight's white hats. And so the penalty will move it back inside the 30-yard line. They'll mark it about the 28-yard line.
And that was one of those deals. Probably should have called for a fair catch.
Yeah.
Kid was right up on top of him. Put the other kid in a bad situation. He was just trying to protect the returner. And that's that 0 week type of stuff. He'll work that out. You'll see that stuff get cleaned up as the year goes along.
Officially the 27-yard line. And here's Hayden Coward, the Blue Jays senior quarterback, number 7. Jalen Harper in the backfield. That man in motion, that's Blake Doles, and he's tough. He's taking the place of Carson Wilder, and the first run is a good one for the Blue Jays. Out across the 30 near the 35-yard line. Pick up of about 7 good yards.
Yeah, you can see what we're talking about with Jalen. Very patient. You saw him progress last year, Chris. Every game he got a little better, learning how to play that running back position. But you see it on the integrity heat and air replay right here. Sets up, lets him, cuts it back, just patient, gets those yards. Tell you what a great opening carry for Harper.
Pickup of 7 yards, so it's 2nd down and 3. And if Guthrie can stay at 2nd down and 3 all season long, it'll be a good thing for this offense. Calvert with the low snap, give it back to Harper, and he goes to the outside. You have the first down. Ball's fumbled. Or was he down before that?
Well, I don't know how they called it, but Blue Jays got it back either way.
Good.
But I think it cost them the first down.
Looks like they went back a half a yard, didn't it?
Yeah.
Looked like a great hole. It was going to be an easy first down before that turnover.
See it right here at the very end, just gets stripped right there.
And they do get the first down, Phil.
Okay, very good. So they must have called him down.
Ball placed at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays. 2 plays and a first down. Good start. Coward slaps the hands and back to Harper it goes, and back to the right side he goes and breaks a tackle at the 41, able to slide up near the 45.
Good job there. Yeah, I tell you, no surprise. We're just going to line it up.
Yep.
We're going to run the ball until you show us that if you can start. You got to have to stop the run, or I can promise you Kelly Beebe will carry the ball every down this ball game. So it's going to be until Ponca City can establish the ability to stop the run, this is going to be what you're going to see for the Jays. No reason to get fancy. And I was talking to some guys from Ponca before the game. They were saying defense is where we have question marks this year. So, a lot of young kids out there, so we'll see what happens.
2nd down, 6, and the Blue Jays will get near midfield. That's going to be another first down. Needed about 6 yards. They get 7 yards to midfield.
Yeah, good job there. Talked about Hayden's ability to carry the ball. You saw it there. Another, again, very patient. Lets the play come to him. Not getting in a rush. Let it develop. Move the sticks again for the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays with 4 offensive plays and 2 first downs. 5th play for the offense. Nothing special. Another low snap. That's 3 or 4 in a row, Phil. Got to get that correct. And Ponca does a little bit better job on the run this time, although Guthrie in the Ponca City territory.
Yeah, good job. Those low snaps, again, that's something that I think you'll see. We see Harper coming off here. He's been kind of nursing a little bit of a little tweaked ankle, so they'll probably keep an eye on him and make sure that they get him plenty of rest and not try to push it too much. Looks like Thomas comes in relief, number 30, Zane Thomas, another one of those sophomores. A lot of speed. Thomas got a lot of speed to burn.
When he gets in the open field, he's tough to catch up to. 2nd down and 8. Did fumble once last week in the scrimmage, but also had a couple nice touchdown runs as well. Calvert to throw for the first time. Has time. It's up. Looking for intended receiver, and it's incomplete. But here comes the flag. An easy call for the officials as the Blue Jays had Kyron Axtell running wide open. And the Ponca City defender did the best job of just simply grabbing him, or it was going to be a nice catch.
Yeah, it was actually a good play by Ponca City defender. Kyron, we'll talk about him for a second. He's a junior. He's a backup quarterback. can play defensive back. Salt there, plays receiver. Very, very talented young athlete. He's going to make a lot of plays for the Blue Jays this year.
Kyron took all the offensive snaps at quarterback during the scrimmage, and there you see the DB trying to time it up, but simply didn't get there in time. And Blue Jays will move the ball to the 33-yard line following the penalty.
Yeah. I'll tell you, this is one of those things, too. You always want to explain it. In high school football, it's 15-yard penalty, pass interference.
1st and 10 from the 33. Another low snap. Thomas with the carry, and Thomas will get maybe 1 yard to the 32. Guthrie will also have the capability of Blake Doles this year. You talked about him in the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff show. He's going to be in there to block a whole lot, but he can catch the ball, but he might be best at running the ball.
Listen, I hope we get to see him take the ball from the running back position because he is a load. He gets going. And again, you look at him, you're trying to think, well, he's probably just a power back. Kid's got a little bit of wiggle in him, and when he gets out in the open, he can flat run, so he's a fun one to watch. Very valuable player for the Blue Jays.
How good was he in junior high and freshman football?
He was All-American in junior high.
Not much of a pickup, so we'll call it officially 2nd down and 10 for the Jays. There's a little toss to Doles, his first touch. Look at him go, Phil, and then he'll bulldoze his way to the 20-yard line right on cue.
That's my guy. I'm telling you, I always get one of those favorites of mine every year that's those tough kids that likes to go out there and get her done. I think I got myself a pick already in number 20, Doles.
He gets it down to the 21-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup for Doles.
And he gets ahead of steam going quick. I mean, this kid, he is fun to watch. Played offensive line for the Blue Jays last year because we needed him there. I tell you what, that's a cool thing to see. He's a team guy. Now he's getting the payoff this year. He's going to have a little more fun, I think, there. He's going to get touches and really be an impact player on offense.
4 receivers for the Blue Jays as they get ready to snap that ball for the 8th time. Good snap there. Calvert looks, has all day. Now throws it on the run, and it's dropped. Probably a good thing. And to save the receiver a pop from the Ponca City cornerback there. Although the play is incomplete, it was a good job there by the offensive line to give Calvert time to throw the football. Intended receiver was Kyron Axtell.
Yeah, rolling to the right a little bit. Pass was up a little high, but Kyron almost brought it down. I think you're right, though, Chris. I think it probably worked out best for the Blue Jays because it would have been a no game.
There's a real quick at the offensive line and the receivers and your offensive starters.
Yeah, great. A lot of good lists. Tommy White, returning starter, number 55, senior.
It looks like Ponca jumps again. This would be the 2nd penalty on this drive. The pass interference and now offsides on the Wildcats. 5:19 play opening quarter. Blue Jays got the ball on their own 27-yard line. And now, as we get set for the 9th play of this drive, Guthrie will have it at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, number 78, Cooper Walters, just a sophomore, started last year as a freshman on the offensive line. He's a big-time player for the Blue Jays. Morgan, number 74, just a junior at center. Really strong offensive line, as we've talked about.
2nd and 5 after the penalty. Harper back in. Calvert read the play perfectly, breaks a tackle, fumbles the football, and I think Ponca's on it, Phil.
Yeah.
And that was an issue a year ago, turnovers in the first game of the year. And so no official word yet from the officials, and there it is. And Guthrie turns the football over after a very nice drive.
Yeah, that's a real momentum switcher right there. I mean, we've shown that we can move the ball kind of as we want, but if you don't protect the football, that's a recipe to lose to a good offensive team like Ponca City.
There you see, stripped right there by...
Just a great play, too, by that defender. I mean, I think it was 58. I think it was 58 for Ponca City, or 59 for Ponca City maybe. Yeah, 59, Riley McQueen strips that ball out, and I think has also got it back, but you cannot have that kind of, you just got to protect the ball.
Yeah, timeout taken on the field. We'll take a timeout with a no score, 5:11 to go. First quarter, this is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Hayes Tree Service is a proud member of the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and a huge supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Cody and Kathy Hayes are available 24/7 for emergency tree work when Mother Nature hits. Hayes has the experience and equipment needed for tree trimming, removal, and stump grinding. Fully insured, Hayes is the company that other tree guys call for help. For a free estimate, call 405-535-6560 or find them on Facebook. Go Blue Jays!
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Blue Jays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Ponca City Wildcats following the turnover by the Blue Jays will have it at their own 15-yard line. Their first offensive drive started at the 20-yard line, 3 and out and a punt. See how the Blue Jay defense comes to play here in the second offensive series for the Wildcats. Moore, the quarterback, has time. It now quickly collapses. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. A trio of Blue Jays in on the tackle for the Jays, including Delonte Glover, big number 5 for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, he's going to be a force all year. Kid's big, physical kid, athletic kid. You see him right there. I mean, he looks the part too.
He does look the part.
You know, and then young. Sorry, I just went completely blank. Young Herzl, great job, the sophomore linebacker, coming in and helping him clean that up. I like this Herzl kid. Now look at him. I'll tell you, I don't want to meet him in a dark alley. But Herzl kid's got a nose for linebacker. You can see that already.
3 receivers to the far side. Moore to throw. Steps up again and looks like he's just trying to spread the Jays defense out and take off with himself. He'll get to the 18-yard line, but yet another third down upcoming.
Yeah, another third down. He comes up. Looks like a little crampy issue himself already, but what you got to talk about is he's looking to throw the ball. What that tells you is the corners are doing a great job for the Blue Jay defense. I mean, they're really doing what they're supposed to be doing, and we got some good ones out there on the edges.
Nate Benford and number 9, Xavier Williams, both of them seniors, and they can cover well. Ponca will come with a diamond set of receivers on the bottom of the formation. 3rd down and 6. Moore to the far side. It's caught beyond the first down marker with the reception was number 2, A.J. Lands, the junior, and Ponca has the first down of the night.
Ponca got the first down, but I'm going to tell you, number 3, if you watch it here on the replay, he pays the price right there. I mean, he just got clocked. Came up a little gingerly, but they do get the conversion, but those are the kind of plays that stay with you as a quarterback.
Yeah.
You're out there getting rocked, getting hit every play, and you can see him. He's gingerly walking around on the field. I mean, he's hurting right now.
9-yard on the play. 5 receivers in the formation. Draw play. Blue Jays read it perfectly. Ball's fumbled. Was he down? They are going to say he was down. No fumble. We'll check the replay. And again, this is a very good officiating crew. Yeah. The ball would be marked at the 34-yard line, so it's about a 6-yard pickup.
Yeah, good job here. We'll check this integrity heat in their replay, see if the ball was down. He is down.
Yeah.
Get it right most times, Chris.
They do. Good job on the production crew. Ball's at the 34, so about a 5-yard pickup. So 2nd down and 5 coming up on just under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Moore takes that snap. They'll run it. Ponca does a good job of avoiding the first tackle. Herzl in the backfield, but Herzl fed the running back to the Wolves as Blue Jays are able to come up and help him out. Tackled at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, slowed him down. That initial contact. See a good shot there of Varnell, the real leader on defense,
16.
I think, number 16. He does a great job. Josh Varnell, of course, big brother, was a heck of a linebacker for the Blue Jays as well.
Yeah, his brother, a preferred walk-on at the Oklahoma State University.
Yeah. Football boys, no doubt about it. Those Varnell boys love their football. We'll have a pass here. He's going to tuck it and run, Chris. Going to come up a little short, I think. Depending on, they gave him a pretty nice spot. We'll see. That's going to be close to the first down.
They needed 5, and I think they got 5 in a lace.
Yeah.
So it will be a first down for the Wildcats. That will be their second first down on this drive.
Flushed him out again. See, I thought that was a pretty generous spot.
Close, yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Maybe waste.
Yeah, I mean, just, it's bang, bang play.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not so bad that you can really argue with it.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. 3 receivers, bottom of the formation. They'll run it again, and boy, Guthrie played that one so good like they do against the run all season long. We'll see it. Jeremy Payne, the junior running back, ran into a brick wall, and he lost a couple of yards.
Yeah, and we talk about this all the time, the run defense for the Blue Jays. It is as good as you'll find in 5A football. I mean, they defend the run as good as you'll see, and And it's because they're disciplined and they play tough and they play fast. And I'll tell you what, kids know what their responsibilities are. The coaches do a great job getting them ready. You saw right there on that last play.
Lost on the play, so it's 2nd and 11. Coming up on a minute to play in the first quarter, and here goes Dalmore. The first sack of the year is recorded for the Blue Jays.
Big time play there. Number 15 for the Blue Jays. Trayvon Braxton, another one of those seniors. Defensive line, boy, I tell you, he's so quick. Watch it on the Integrity Heat in their replay. He shoots through there so quick. Man, that's a big-time play.
Moore, really, the quarterback didn't even have a chance to find a receiver before Trayvon was in the backfield.
Yeah, he just blew through his guy and made a big-time play. Put him in 3rd and very long.
Yeah, loss of 7 on the play, Phil, so it's 3rd down and 18. Last 2 plays have been negative yards, -1 and now -7. Moore with 4 receivers. You know he's going to throw for it. He rolls to save some time. Now steps up. He's hit from behind. The ball's loose. And looks like Ponca jumps back on it, but another loss on the play. 3 losses in a row, and the Ponca City punt team back on the field.
Well, they're dialing up some good stuff down there on the defensive side of the ball. I'll tell you what, it's fun. You know, the co-defensive coordinators for the Blue Jays doing a great job in Woodard and Tyler Young.
Officials timeouts. Looks like it's a full timeout. We'll take a timeout with them at the end of the first quarter, to be exact. We'll get set for second quarter action. Come back with us. No score between Guthrie and Ponca City. Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank. At Terry Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans. Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, and Dennis Oakes aren't limited to any single provider. We'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terry Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terry Insure Group at 405-293-4880 or stop by at 622 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terry Insure Group, insuring your world.
Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter of the Guthrie Bluejays from the first game all the way to the championship game. With years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Lynette and Chuck take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. The Hayes family supports Guthrie student athletes on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz. Visit online at hayesfh.com.
First quarter in the books, a couple of punts and a turnover is how the first quarter played. Hey, it's first game of the year. Those things are expected. Along with Ronnie Phillips, Sean Silvas, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. Get set for quarter number 2. It'll begin with a punt by the Wildcats. Second punt of the game for them. This one not as great of a punt as the one before. Bounces in Guthrie territory, then takes a Blue Jay bounce. It'll be out near midfield.
Yeah, Blue Jays going to have great field position to start their second offensive series. Protect the football. We showed in that first series that we have the ability to move the ball kind of at will on the running game. Of course, Ponca is going to be trying to make adjustments as we go along. That's what is fun about this game, watching the staffs make those adjustments. But so far, the Blue Jays, you got to protect the ball. But I tell you what, the running game's been on point tonight.
From midfield, Calvert will take the snap. He'll hand it off to his senior counterpart, Jalen Harper, and he'll move the pile as he run over a Wildcat to get to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, you see what we're saying. That offensive line's dominating the line of scrimmage right now, and he's being patient. Harper, another good job, letting his blocks set up, just following his blockers. Very, very, very good job.
Blue Jays snap this one quick. There goes Harper. He's got one guy to beat. A stiff arm, another stiff arm, lets him go through, and it's going to be a touchdown for Jalen Harper, and the Blue Jays are on the board for the first time in the 23 season. A 40-yard touchdown run by Jalen Harper.
Yeah, we've talked about it. He was patient, let the blocker set up, saw an opening to the right-hand side, put that toe in the ground, cut to the right hash mark. Two great stiff arms, like you said, Chris, and in the end zone. Good shot of Harper right there coming off the field. Great job of the offensive line. Great job blocking downfield by the skinny lineman. Excellent job all the way around by the Blue Jays. Get another shot of it here. See Harper come through, sets it up, says, I'm going to bounce it out here to the right side. Great stiff arm there. Excellent job.
Blue Jays on for the PAT to make it a 7-0. Snap. kick is blocked, so the score will stay 6-0. 11:34 to play until the Golden Shake halftime show. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Cheeseburger. Got it. Just the cheese now. I got the pickles. Order up on the Sonic cheeseburger.
You got cheesecake and you got ice cream. So when you put the two of those together, does that make it one thing?
I'm not even listening to you right now.
Sonic cheesecake blast.
I'm really having an experience here. This is
Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33.
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group.
Page. Good news, Blue Jays on the board. The extra point was blocked. It was a two-play drive, and Jalen Harper just needed 2 plays from midfield.
Yeah, we get used to that. I think we're going to see that an awful lot this year with Jalen, the primary focus in the running game for the Blue Jays, and he showed right there. He's a guy I told some people at lunch today, I said if he stays healthy, I think he's going to put up some big time yards this year in the stat book, and he can do it on the inside. He can bounce it on the outside. Tough runner. Gets the Blue Jays on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that was a fun run to watch, too.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
There's a scoring summary, Phil, brought to you by John Vance Motors. 2 plays, 50 yards, 20 seconds. Jalen Harper with a 40-yard touchdown run. Appreciate John Vance Motors once again this season. Blue Jays kick, this time left to right. It's a good kick. Fielded at the 10-yard line. Here is the return to that far side across the 20. Got a brief lane before being tackled at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Blue Jays going to take, or Ponca City will take over about 30, you said, Chris? Blue Jays defense has been really in control. They had Ponca got a little bit of momentum just shortly in the last drive, and Blue Jays shut that down with 3 straight losses, forced that punt. Ended up on that 40-yard run with Harper. But real quick, I got to say this. I got a real quick scoring update.
Brought to you by South Point Baptist Church.
I picked Jinx to beat Santa Fe. Santa Fe up 13-0 in the first quarter.
Jinx did that a few times a year ago, early part of the season.
Ronnie almost pulled the trigger and went with Santa Fe on his pick this week.
Santa Fe is improved. They were hampered with a lot of injuries. They're on the road in Jinx, too, so very impressive. West Side getting it done early in week 0. Wildcats back onto the field for the 3rd time offensively. They've had 2 punts, and looks like we're about to have our first Blue Jay penalty of the night.
Real quick, South Point Baptist Church scoring up. Del City Choctaw, big game, tied up 6-6 in the first quarter.
Looks like they might have had some extra point issues as well.
Yeah.
Guthrie's first one blocked tonight. From the 35, Wildcats will come out with the same formation. Twin receivers each side, more the quarterback. He's the nucleus, that's for sure, for this program. He goes downfield, wants it all. It's one-on-one, and it's incomplete. Great coverage downfield. Step for step for the Blue Jays was one of the good ones in the state of Oklahoma, Nate Benford.
Yeah, Nate, we've talked about him a lot. It's the big-time matchup, 6'4", wide out for Ponca. And you said step for step, just right there with him. Great job. Pretty darn well-thrown ball, too. That was just well-defended, well-thrown. Great play on both sides.
We mentioned Calvert and Harper in our Mercy Health report. A little banged up, did not play last week, but everything seems to be going pretty well. Moore will try to run on the left side, and then goes back, and there's just nowhere to go, and he's met at the 35-yard line, loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, Nico Pena, the senior, 3-year starter for the Blue Jays, leading the way there. Great job. Good shot of Nico there.
Nico Pena, 3-year starter for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, he's had a heck of a good career, and I know he's looking forward to having an even bigger senior campaign, but boy, I tell you, watch these kids physically, how much they change. Yeah. I mean, we get a front row seat of it, but man, oh man, that's one of them. He's put on some weight. I tell you, big, strong kid, does a great job.
Wildcats need the 41-yard line for a first down. Here's some pressure, pass caught and met in the backfield, and the Wildcats, for the third time, going to have to punt the football away. Great closeout speed to make the tackle on that far side.
Not only that, but 4 Blue Jay defenders just on top of him right away. I tell you, this defense is playing great tonight.
Watson on the tackle for the Blue Jays. We get another look at it here on that far side. Just great closeout, grabbing, let my teammates come over and help clean it up. A couple linebackers come crashing in. And here comes another 3 and out. Second of the night for Ponca City. Talking about this defense, Phil, as Ponca punts this one away. Guthrie's defense, 5 shutouts a year ago. Here's a return from the 35. Comes to the near side. There's a stiff arm. 40, another stiff arm, and finally dragged out before midfield on the return for the Blue Jays. Number 2, Tariq Watson. But this defense a year ago, Phil, 5 shutouts. And the defense allowed 7 or fewer points in 7 of the 12 games.
Yeah, I mean, had a big-time year last year. Of course, a lot of those kids gone. A lot of them back, though, too. And so, I expect that, and we've seen it so far, I think this defense is a very disciplined defense. Very, very fast defense for the Blue Jays. I mean, they've got a lot of quickness. They can get where they want to be quickly.
Calvert in the Blue Jay offense, they needed 2 plays last time because of this guy, Harper. And he might need one more play, but that one into Ponca territory at the 44-yard line. 8 healthy yards on first downs.
We'll take that all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. That's a heck of a job. And, like you said, when you're sitting there second down and short, man, that's what offensive coordinator makes the offensive coordinator's job a whole lot easier, right?
Well, because now you have any play you want to.
That's right.
Right now, knowing you have 3rd down and 2, maybe 4th down and 2.
That's right.
Calvert, twin receivers. He'll keep it this time. He'll go up the middle, across the 40. He'll have the first down at the 39-yard line. Pick up a 5.
Pick up 5 of the Jays. Looks like we got a Blue Jay a little slow getting up. One of the big linemen here. He'll find his way to his feet. Get him off the field for a play or two. Get him a little rest.
Yeah, that's Samaje Morgan, Phil, 5'9", 280-pound junior, and going to need a little bit more help.
Yeah.
We'll take a timeout with them. 9:09 to play until halftime. Guthrie on top of Ponca City, 6-0. Back up to this. This Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Samaje Morgan, good news, able to walk off on his own power. In fact, he'll be followed a little behind by the trainer, but it looks like he's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Blue Jays do have a little bit of depth this year, and they got not only good quality backups, but backups that can play multiple positions along that offensive line.
Yeah, they're good depth there.
Here goes Jalen Harper on first down and 10. He'll go across the 35, near the 30.
Good example of that. What do they do with the backup? Run right off his left shoulder. Harper coming off, going to need a little break. Insert Thomas.
7-yard pickup for Jalen Harper. He continues to be hobbled a little bit. Guthrie working quickly offensively. And now Calvert will check the offensive coaches along the sideline, including offensive coordinator Jason Rice. Back as the OC.
Jason does a great job calling the offensive plays.
2nd and 3. Thomas on the right side, and he will not go down. He will stay on his feet, and he still will stay on his feet at the 25-yard line. 7 exciting yards for sophomore Zane Thomas.
Yeah, great effort there by Zane. And, we've talked about this kid. He gets in the open. He's going to win most foot races out on the football field, but you'll see the great effort here. Struck early.
Look,
just keeps
2 Wildcats.
Keeps that legs pumping, strong lower body. Keeps going, moves the chains for the Blue Jays. Great job by Thomas.
1st and 10. Doles the halfback on the right side for the quarterback. He'll toss it to Thomas. Oh, here comes the Wildcats. Going to reverse his field and got to put a toe on the ground and just try to get something here. He had no chance. Ponca read that one well. It's going to be a loss of 10 on the play.
Yeah, that's a good job by the Ponca City Wildcat defense there.
This is when Ponca's starting to cheat on that run, Phil.
Yeah,
so let's find a receiver maybe cutting across and something quick.
Yeah, I got to stretch the field a little bit. Make them honest again. We can definitely do that offensively.
It'll be a loss of about 10 yards. So 2nd down 19, 2nd down 20, however you want to draw it up. So Blue Jays are probably safely in 4-down territory if need be.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Now it's an empty backfield. Calvert in the gun. He'll take the snap, and he will throw. Forced, and it's going to be one-handed caught by Doles. He's at the 10. He's tackled at the 5-yard line. What a highlight play there by Blake Doles, an offensive lineman a year ago.
We talked about this kid. He's a strong runner. We said how athletic he is. You'll see it here on the Integrity Heat and Air replay. This one-handed catch, and that ball was coming right there. Zip. Got her. Tell you what a great job.
And looks like another timeout taken. We'll leave it here, and we might see if we can cue up our second camera on that one and see if we can get that one-handed catch there by Blake Doles. I think we'll be okay on our timeouts here. See if we can get this catch.
Right there, look at that.
There it is.
Look at that. That is just athletic. Four Ponca City Wildcats around him. Thought he was going to get in the end zone. Boy, I tell you, I want Coach to put him at tailback and pay him off. I want to see him get across the end zone.
But if we can look at that one more time when Rodney was able to get that queued up, but the pass by Calvert to put it there.
No, it was perfect.
I mean, there was when he makes that catch, there's 4 Wildcats in the area.
Right here. I mean, this is a great shot.
With someone coming in his face as well. So he had to get it over that linebacker.
What a great shot that is. That's a big-time play. I thought right here, so he's going to get in. This kid comes screeching over the right side, but I'll tell you what, that's big time. Momentum's back with the Blue Jays.
Yeah, all the way to the 5-yard line, Phil. A 30-yard pass and catch from Calvert to Doles. And just talk about that. It helped the team out a year ago by going on the offensive line.
Yeah, he's a
and
team
now
guy.
Now we need you to be a halfback and a running back and a wide receiver at times. And go get him. Sophomore.
Well, and this is what's going to happen. He makes plays like that.
Junior.
He's junior. He makes plays like that. He's going to get more touches. I mean, this is a kid, I promise you, offensively, that's going to grow. His role is going to continue to grow this year.
And we talk about Ponca cheating on that run.
Yep.
Where Blake is that halfback, and he block, and then he sneaks out.
Pretty good play call there by Coach Rice, I'd say.
Yeah, no doubt. It's going to be a 1st down and go from the 5-yard line. Now you got to cash it in. Guthrie getting ready to take their 7th offensive snap on this drive. And this drive started at their own 48-yard line. We have a flag. Looks like it's going to be a sideline warning on Ponca City. Coach Harmon, he played
a good one.
He played collegiate football at Oklahoma State, and he can get fired up on that far side. And he draws a flag, and its first one is a warning on a sideline warning. So we're set for football. 1st and go from the 5-yard line. Jalen Harper in the backfield. Doles the halfback on the left side. Calvert, double lead for him, and he'll break a tackle at the 3, and he'll get down to the goal line, to the 1-yard line, and pick up a 4, 2nd and goal.
Yeah, good job there. Be patient. I mean, if I send a message down to Coach, call him for 20 to get the touch, you think he'd listen to me?
No.
Okay.
No, this is
just checking.
Yeah, this is. I think Calvert left or right will be your next call.
I think you're right.
Well, you see 20 wherever he lines up. I think that's probably where it's going.
I think you're right, Chris.
Calvert will hand it off to Jalen, and he's going to have to fight. He's going to have to push. He's going to have to scratch, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Jalen Harper with the 2nd touchdown of the night.
Yeah, Jalen's off to the kind of start you want to be in. Senior campaign, 2 touchdowns in the first half. Got to be getting close to probably 80, 90 yards on the night. If not a hundo, he's very close. Doles contributing, Thomas contributing, Calvert doing a good job, offensive line doing a great job. Let's see if our PAT can get on point here.
Now, See if the Jays can connect on this extra point here. First one was blocked. Brought to you by Strive Wellness Lounge. Noah French on for the PAT. Cool graphic and a cool kick. Blue Jays on top 13-0. 6:19 to play in quarter number 2. Timeout from Jelsma. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order? One cheeseburger.
You got it. Just up the cheese now.
I got the pickles.
Order up on the Sonic cheeseburger.
You got cheesecake and you got ice cream. So when you put the two of those together, does that make it one thing?
I'm not even listening to you right now.
Sonic cheesecake blast.
I'm really having an experience here. This is
Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33.
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group.
Well, Phil, last 2 drives for the Blue Jays have resulted in points, and a lot to talk about, but including the extra point was good. I think that's a highlight there.
Get one behind you. Joe. Build from there. I'll tell you, the thing that's really standing out for me so far is that offensive line play. I mean, you don't have success running the ball like that if your big boys up front aren't doing their job, and they've done a heck of a job so far in this first quarter and a half of football.
There's your John Vance Motor scoring summary. 8 plays, 52 yards, 3 minutes and 27 seconds. Off the clock, Blue Jays on top 13-0. Phil, got some interesting South Point Baptist Church scoreboard updates.
We do. Over on the east side, we got Poto, number 2 team in the 4A ranks, playing Bishop Kelly. They're tied up 7-7. McAllister, Broken Bow. McAllister's up 7-0 on that. Carl Albert, Chris, we got to start the chant. Overrated. They're only up 7-0.
I told you call Millers tied them at the scrimmage last week.
You know what? I was wrong. Carl Albert's probably not going to win a game.
S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. It's another good one, but returnable. Again, from about the 10-yard line, though Wildcats will run on that far side and will not make the 30-yard line. Special teams have been good tonight. Outside that extra point blocked, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Setting up, again, just shy of their 30-yard line.
Yeah, Blue Jay defense, I tell you, based on what we've seen so far, these 13 points probably be enough. I mean, the defense has played great so far, so just got to continue to play disciplined defense and keep flying to the ball. And I think the Blue Jays get an opportunity to get 1 or 2 more in before halftime.
Here's our update on Matt Hattie, watching from the 30-yard line in the blue shirt.
In the blue shirt.
I see him. I see.
There he is. Yeah, there he is.
Ronnie Fields watching. Says, go Blake. Woohoo. Member of the Church family. Yeah. More to throw. Lobs it up. Looking for the receiver. It's incomplete. The receiver is able to get open, and Cole Runnels, the senior. Appreciate all the great comments. Now, we did have one comment. Heather says, for the love of the Blue Jays, have the announcer speaker volume lowered. Well, is that us or it might be?
I think they're talking about
Dennis.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I brought that comment up so we can talk about Dennis.
I'm so
missed
happy.
Last year because of health reasons, and here he is tonight. So
he strutted up those stairs.
I'm glad you got to hear his voice boom.
You might be new to Guthrie football because that voice is going to boom.
Yes. And our microphones are down near the field.
Yeah, they are.
Pass was incomplete. 2nd down and 10. We teach you, Heather. I'm glad you mentioned that so we can bring up Dennis as the run play there goes for nothing, and it's going to be another 3rd down and 10. This is the 4th offensive series for the Wildcats, and in danger of punting, of going 3 and out on 3 of the 4 drives if Guthrie can stop this 3rd down play.
Yeah, and I think, if you're this defensive team, you got some sophomores down there, you got some kids, first-year starters. But, boy, I tell you what, they haven't blinked yet. I mean, they're doing a fabulous job. You'd never tell these kiddos are getting some of their first experience in the bright lights of Friday night. They've done a great job.
Third and 10. Moore will throw. He's got 5 receivers to choose from. Goes downfield, and it's incomplete. Great coverage once again. These Blue Jay defenders are step for step, and that's where the ball went, and that's a great job there by Tariq Watson. But every defender out there defending the ball, Xavier Williams and Benford were with all their guys, and Moore just had to throw it up and hope anyone can get there. Now, there wasn't one step, but great defense.
But you got to go back to that defensive line. Great pressure on the quarterback. Had to get rid of the ball earlier. Excellent job by the defensive line.
So 4 drives for Ponca. 3 of the 4 are 3 and out.
Yeah, you're happy with that.
And usually your defenses are ahead of the offenses this time of the year. Here's a punt. And this one will be returned by Harper from the 32. Well, there's a miss, and there's a flag down. And Harper's tackled at the 41 after a 9-yard return. But I think we're going to get Tariq Watson with his hand in the cookie jar.
Yeah, I'm glad you bring up cookies. I'm going to have to talk to the white hat at halftime, see where the cookies are. I don't see one in his pocket there, but pretty obvious play, or pretty obvious penalty there. And again, 0 week, these non-district games, this is where you clean those things up, you get better. Coaches will coach them up. Just part of the process. Don't want to see it, but it's part of the process. I'm still trying to get used to those bright lights on the chains, Chris. Remember last year when I forgot that we had them the year before?
Yeah, and actually they've done a good job. They were too bright that you couldn't read them last year. They have dimmed them down a little bit.
They dialed it in.
Penalty will move it to the 27-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Jays. Hayden Calvert with the snap. Blue Jays have had 2 touchdowns in their last 2 drives. We'll see what this one does here as Harper will run tough. The pile will move, and finally will be down at the 37-yard line. 10-yard pickup for Harper. And I want to say hello to Sam and Holly Rice watching at home. They like to come to all these Blue Jay games, but for a lot of folks, the heat just a little too much. But I know they'll be back inside the Rock here before we know it. I'm going to say hello to Sam and Holly Rice watching the broadcast. Appreciate that.
Appreciate Sammy very much and his beautiful wife, Holly. Longtime Blue Jay supporters.
1st and 10. Doles, the halfback, lines up on the left side behind the left tackle. Harper runs on the right side, cuts it to the 40, a stiff arm, and he'll go out of bounds. Didn't want to, but that's a good job. Week 0, good job.
That's a smart play right there. Live to fight another day, buddy. Moving the chains, no reason to get greedy. Step it right there.
6-yard pickup. Stephen K says, great to see the new Guthrie Fire Chief in the end zone. Dane Lawson, great guy.
Yeah. Dane took over as chief. Eric Harlow retired, moved over to the Tulsa area. And Dane, long-time Guthrie firefighter, steps into the, is it the white hat? Is that right? Is it white?
Yeah.
The white helmet.
Yes,
so, doing a good job.
1st and 10 for the Blue Jays. Calvert wants to throw. Has a man open. It's Doles. 45, sheds a tackle. Sheds a second tackle. Oh, they're going to trip him up. He catches it, and he's tackled at the 38, maybe the 37-yard line.
Telling you, he's my guy, Chris. I got my guy. That's my guy. I'm going to ride him for the next 3 years. That's my guy right there. For 2 years. That's my guy.
Well, maybe you can sneak him that 3rd year.
Well, we get a red shirt in here.
Yeah.
It's never too late. I mean, everything else is allowed in high school football, right? You got the portal. You got the transfers. You got a little bit of everything.
Another 1st down for Doles and the Blue Jays. Harper back to work. And he'll get across the 35. They'll put him at the 34.
I mean, I'm having fun with this with Doles, but I'm telling you what, this kid's he's earning touches right now is what's going on. And big kid. What do they list him at? 5'10", 190.
There he is.
Yeah, he's all there. He's a football player. There's no doubt about it.
Brother Chase Dole, former offensive lineman for the Jays.
Played linebacker for years before that. Was a starter at linebacker. Needed him on the offensive line. Moved him over there.
2nd down 6. Nothing there for Harper. Maybe 1 yard. 3rd and 5 upcoming.
So both Doles brothers, unselfish, did what the team needed, right? I mean, that speaks volumes to those young men. Just great team players.
It was weird to see Doles. He wears jersey 20 this year. That number fits.
Yeah, it does.
Last year he had to wear 69, and it was just a skinny, well, we call him skinny lineman. He was a true skinny lineman.
It was awkward.
Yeah, it was.
But he got it done.
He did.
He got it done.
3rd and 5 for the Blue Jays. Coming up on 3 to play in the first half. Calvert to throw, knowing they have 4th down in their pocket. Can't take a sack here, though. Throws it wide open. Can they make the catch? They do. That's Kyron Axtell at the 25, and it's a fresh set of downs. Great job there by Calvert. Be impatient, finding Axtell for the 8-yard pickup.
We talked about that. We talked about that in pregame. You know, he does a great job throwing on the run. It's that 3-year starter experience. You know, just stays calm. Looks at him here in the integrity replay. Just steps out here. There he is. I'll go throw it down here. Nice job. Secures the catch, move the chains. Good guys on the move.
2:38 in rolling. Guthrie can be a little patient here, not to allow Ponca to have another chance here in this first half. Calvert, a little toss. It goes down as a pass to Doles. Doles makes one guy miss. He's going to be tackled about the 19-yard line, pick up a 7 yards.
I like that play.
A little awkward looking, but effective.
I like that. One thing I've learned here is that we're opening up the playbook a little bit.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before on the Blue Jay offense. So, I mean, that's a great play and probably caused people's hearts to skip a little bit on that toss. No, mine did. I can't really afford that anymore. But
8-yard pickup, 2nd down and 2. Calvert will take it out of the belly. He'll run with it on the left side. He'll have a 1st down and more as he's going to be tackled inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, great job there. 1:49 left on the clock in the first half.
This upcoming field will be the 9th play of this offensive drive, and 5 of the 9 plays have resulted in 1st downs.
Yeah, it's been just on both sides of the ball. Outside of that one turnover and that one missed extra point, been kind of a flawless first half for the Blue Jays.
90 seconds. Guthrie being really patient now.
Yeah, no reason to be in a hurry. Got plenty of time. Blue Jays got all their timeouts left. We'll just go ahead and put it in now, Chris.
Touchdown, Blue Jays. The delay was there by the official, but into the end zone. Touchdown, Guthrie.
Well, Harper, he's 3 for 3 in the touchdown category right now for the Jays, and he's having himself a whale of a first half. That offensive line, I cannot say enough about our offensive line. Just doing a great job up front. And a great job by Coach Rice, mixing it up. You know, they started stacking up for that run. He started dropping the ball around. Started throwing the ball downfield a little bit, made them loosen up again. Tell you, great job by the Blue Jays in the first half.
Harper with his 3rd touchdown this half. The extra point snap and the hold was a little off, but Noah French is able to knock through, and the Blue Jays increase their lead now 20-0. 1:15 to play in quarter number 2. Timeout from Jelsma Stadium. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
You need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with a unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Jelsma Stadium, Guthrie, Oklahoma, week 0 of the high school football season. Glad you're spending your Friday night with us. Blue Jays on the road next week when they travel to Woodward. Phil, Blue Jays last 3 drives, 20 points. And Jalen Harper, latest John Vance scoring summary, 9 plays, 73 yards, just under 4 minutes. So Jalen Harper now with touchdown runs of
40?
40. That one was 9 and then 1.
Yeah. I'll tell you, he's had a heck of a game in the first half, Chris.
You know what? He has. Here in a little bit, we got to do our player of the game in the post game. I don't know if it's Harper. He's got 3 touchdowns. I don't know if it's Harper.
I know. It's going to be hard for me to not vote for the offensive line.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you right now. I mean, these guys are doing a heck of a job.
And Tommy White, number 55, the left tackle, as we get set for the S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. This one fielded at the 11-yard line, again to the far side. And you see if it ends up at the 30. That's kind of a rinse and repeat on these special teams. Ponca catches it on the run. They run on the far side. They get to about the 30-yard line. Same scenario here. And Ponca City will have 69 seconds to try and do something here offensively.
Yeah, I think you'll see. I don't know they'll get too creative. I think they're going to deep down there in the 30-yard line. I think they're going to try to maybe get to the halftime, regroup, and see what's going on. Of course, they might spread it out and throw her down, trying to find that big 6'4" wide receiver for Ponca City, Cunningham.
Been pretty quiet tonight.
Yeah.
Blue Jays have done a great job defensively on him. Fifth drive for the Wildcats. More rolling and throwing in this one. Incomplete. Kyron Axtell on the coverage. Intended receiver for Ponca City was number 7, Cole Runnels. And now you start to think here, get another incomplete pass or a timeout.
Yeah.
Guthrie might be thinking of using some of their timeouts to maybe get one more offensive series. Yeah. Only 64 seconds left.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
New football, new day of football.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just need a few moments to strike. 2 receivers each side. More to throw again. Blue Jays can't get to him here. But now the play breaks down, and they're going to have a hard time bringing him down as he gets across the 35 to the 36. Guthrie will use a timeout. It's a 6-yard pickup. Are we good on our breaks? One more. We'll take a timeout. 49 seconds left in the first half. Timeout from Jelsma Stadium. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin. That's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. And we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
3rd and 3, Phil Nichols for these Ponca City Wildcats. Guthrie spent the timeout. If they can get a stop here, force another punt by Ponca City. 5 receivers, they all go out. Here's the pressure, Moore nowhere to go, and the Blue Jay defensive front once again takes Moore down. Guthrie, oh goodness gracious, Guthrie makes a stop, and then they're going to get an unsportsmanlike penalty right in front of the official. That is a 100% silly penalty on the Blue Jays. It's going to cost them a punt and maybe a possession here in the final 43 seconds.
Chris, I didn't see it.
It was just taunting over the quarterback. Yeah, it was the easiest call the official will have all season long, and he might be doing the state championship. As we take a look at referee Bryson McSwain. It's just a complete frustrating penalty. And I got to tell you, when that is played in film session, that will not be good for the Blue Jay linebacker. So Ponca City gets the first down on the penalty. Not very many first downs. I think that might unofficially be their second first down of the night, I do believe. By my unofficial numbers, the referee blows the whistle, and there's discussion on the far sideline with Ponca City. Did they mark off too many?
I believe they did. They're going to move it back.
We're going to measure.
Okay.
Coach Harmon asking for the measurement. So we have our first measurement of the year. Half of football?
Yep, looks like it.
Stay tuned. Golden Chick halftime show. We'll have first half highlights. We'll have the John Vance Motor scoring summary. Take a look at the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard across the state of Oklahoma. We'll also take a look at the Guthrie High School marching band. Always a good time here. Director Rob Blackburn tells me 8 to 9 minutes they'll have this year for the opening performance here at Jelsma. So we will bring that to you here during the Golden Shake halftime show after the final 43 seconds of this first half. A couple of halfbacks, and they're going to take a knee. They're going to run it up the middle. Looked like they were, but Guthrie ready for that one, and it's going to be a nice job there. Nice tackle by Varnell. And the clock is stopped. We're good the rest of the way, and the ball to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. Moore. Pass is incomplete, but here comes a flag. And in fact, 2 flags.
Yeah, he definitely impeded his. Yeah, it was a good call.
Now, Phil, Guthrie scored on the last 3 offensive drives. Yep. They've allowed now 3 first downs the entire first half.
Yep.
You don't want to give up any points in the final minute of this half after playing so well for the first 23, 22 minutes.
But this is one of those things in early games that you're going to see. You see right here, the pass interference. But, this is one of the things you're going to see. Momentum's your way. What happens? We taunt, and then everything starts falling apart. I mean, you've got to maintain your discipline.
1st and 10. So now if you're Ponca City, you have 2 timeouts.
Yep.
You have the out of bounds to work with.
What's going on here, Chris?
Where was the ball marked first? Let's see here. I have the 43-yard line. Maybe I had bad notes. Maybe I'm at the 47-yard line. Looks like they got it, though.
All right, they figured it out.
Here's a snap. Goes the near side and passes incomplete. And here comes 2 more flags again. Ponca City moving this ball 15 yards at a time right now. Looks like Xavier Williams just getting a little too handsy here.
Yeah, you see it right there. Chances are you're going to get called for that every time.
Especially when you don't have your head toward the ball and you're just guessing. Great camera angle there by a crew.
Well, bragging on the defense all night, Chris. And
a little sloppy right now.
A little sloppy.
It's not going to stop. Ponca's going to go pass. Now, they can run the ball. They got a couple of timeouts. So, Moore rolling to his right. Has a receiver open. It's caught Cunningham, but he's tackled immediately on the far side. And Ponca's probably going to have to use one of their 2 timeouts. Benford on the tackle. Nate Benford. Timeout taken with 14 seconds. And remember, I hate to dwell on this, but Ponca was getting ready to punt the football in around their 25, 30-yard line before that penalty.
Well, and those are the kind of penalties. That has nothing to do with first game of the year. That's just a breakdown of discipline. On the field, you can't have that. Whether it's 0 week or week 14 playing for a state title, those are the kind of mistakes you just don't want to see. It's not what Guthrie's known for. Guthrie doesn't do that. So it's rare we see that.
Yeah.
But, definitely giving the coaches something to coach them up about right now.
Yeah, definitely. No doubt about that. 2nd down and 2, 14 seconds. Ponca City now with 1 timeout left in this half. See if the defense, who's being challenged for the first time right now, this is the deepest Ponca's had the ball by far in Guthrie territory. Ponca hasn't been in the Guthrie territory all that often tonight, but they are right now with 14 seconds left. 2nd down and 2. Moore rolls, now nothing there, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield. And now Ponca will have to hurry, get to the line of scrimmage, or take another timeout. Looks like it will be another timeout. Was that Herendeen in the backfield?
That was Herendeen on the tackle, number 35.
And a timeout taken. We'll keep it here. It's going to be a loss of 5 back to the 29-yard line. 7 seconds. You think there's just one play left that will go into the end zone?
Yeah, I think you're going to get that big 6'4" wideout out there, see if you can get him down there to get a pass interference or come down with 6. But that's the play, no doubt about it.
Say hello to Tammy Clark and her family watching from their home this evening. Thankful for the option. We appreciate you, Tammy. Luke Young, Fire Chief Luke Young. Woodcrest Fire Department looking solid on defense, controlling the clock, and a solid first half. Absolutely, and I agree with Penny. Getting sloppy.
Yeah, a little sloppy.
But Guthrie can hold one more time here and get into the locker room. Feel good about themselves.
Yeah. I think you feel real good offensively, minus that one turnover. I think you feel good about what's going on there. Felt great about the defense up until this drive.
3rd down and 7 could be the final play, barring a penalty, offensive penalty, and Moore will go down again. Another sack, and that's the way the first half will end. Nick Herendeen once again in on the sack. Moore tosses the football away in frustration. Now he's yelling at his offensive lineman, and just a complete frustrating first half for the Ponca City Wildcats.
Yeah, couldn't have went much worse for the Ponca City Wildcats. Up until that last drive, I'd say, boy, I tell you, A for the first half, but got sloppy on defense. The kids did bow up and get the stop towards the end. Overall, good job by the Blue Jays in the first half.
Blue Jays 3 touchdowns in their first half. They go into the locker room on top of the Ponca City Wildcats 20-0. We'll come back with the Golden Chick halftime show after this. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Strive Wellness Lounge is a professional concierge nursing, innovative nurse practitioner-led practice using cutting-edge technology to give you convenient care, IV therapy, telehealth, medical weight loss, men's health, ED, testosterone, and hormone therapy. In our Wellness Lounge, or the convenience of your residence, hotel room, or place of business within reasonable time of receiving your call or text. Strive Wellness has designed several formulas to address a variety of issues, including immune system strengthening, optimal athletic performance and recovery, hangover relief, brain fog, strengthening hair, skin, and nails, anti-aging, metabolism enhancement, migraine and pain relief, fatigue, and dehydration. Call us at 405-293-4160.
Martin Insurance is your local agent ready to serve you. We have over 150 years experience and represent all major insurance companies, so you get the best coverage and price for your specific needs. Whether you need coverage for personal, home, and auto, or for your business, no account is too big or too small. For that local service and expert knowledge you deserve, stop by Martin Insurance at 115 South Broad Street in Guthrie. Call Mike Cheap, Pat Cheap, or Chris Herzl at 405-282-3770 or visit cheapbrothers.com anytime.
Cheeseburger. You got it. Just up in the seat now.
I got the pickles.
Order up on the Sonic cheeseburger.
You got cheesecake and you got ice cream. So when you put the two of those together, does that make it one thing?
I'm not even listening to you right now.
I know. Sonic cheesecake blast.
I'm really having an experience here. This is
Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Lennox products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air. It's our pleasure to serve.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3880.
Golden Chick halftime show here in Guthrie. Halftime score Blue Jays 20, Wildcats 0. Along with our great team, film camera operators, Lance Evans, Michael Pruitt, Kel Evans, Connor Phillips on our scoreboard graphic this evening, Cody Knox and Aaron Ryburn behind the stages tonight for you, covering our social media stuff. Appreciate them. Ronnie Phillips producing our show. Sean Silvas, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans. We're trying to work on Sean's microphone.
We better get it right because I'm a little scared of it.
I know. I'm pushing all these buttons, and I've been pushing buttons all day on this wireless device. We'll get it figured out.
Let's buy a new one.
That might be an option too. I just want to buy a new system and then have the same issue. And then you're like 2 microphones that don't work.
Well, now you got 2 of them.
Yeah. All right, we're about set for tonight's performance here by the Guthrie High School Marching Band. We can watch and listen as long as, hopefully, the entire thing. Nothing promised. We got to get some other things in here, but we want to give the Guthrie High School Band as much time as possible. We can tell you the John Vance Miller scoring summary, 3 touchdowns. Jalen Harper with 3 touchdowns tonight. And Blue Jays scored 3 times consecutively there in that quarter. Blue Jays with drives of 50 yards, 52 yards, and 73 yards. Let's go downstairs with the performance by the Guthrie High School Marching Band.
Never happened. You need to get that guy from UCO to come down. Which time we got?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Change the frequency. So we'll see. After the game.
Don't give up wireless. You have to go wireless mic. They'll give you the
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Bluejays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Sonic, may I take your order? One cheeseburger. You got it. Just up to the cheese now.
I got the pickles.
Order up on the Sonic cheeseburger.
You got cheesecake and you got ice cream. So when you put the two of those together, does that make it one thing?
I'm not even listening to you right now.
I know. Sonic cheesecake blast.
I'm really having an experience here. This is
Sonic at I-35 at Highway 33.
I know John for a long time. I like the fact that I can drive into the Autoplex and I know I'm going to get greeted by a courteous salesperson that's really there to help me, not to pressure me to buy a car, but to help me. I've sent a lot of people to John. They make you feel like they were very, very glad you bought a car from John Vance.
John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
Mic check one. We got some great people out there listening and watching. Thank you. We're trying to work on Sean's microphone. By the way, welcome to the there's Phil Nichols in the middle.
Oh boy.
Welcome to the Golden Chick Halftime Show. So we're trying to get Sean's microphone working, and the number one rule in broadcasting, if you're a sideline reporter, is not
don't give up the mic.
Don't give up the microphone. And so when we're in the Terry Insure Group postgame show, Sean Silvas will have his first interview with Coach Kelly Beebe. And his job is not to give up the microphone. And Coach Kelly Beebe loves to take the microphone away.
Likes to try. Last year when I went down, I usually didn't do it last year. I had to go down, and he was trying to take the mic. I said, you don't get the. He says, Phil, you're making me uncomfortable. I said, I'm sorry, you don't get the mic.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to coach Sean up tonight. And when he said, well, what do I do if he takes the mic? I said, you punch him in the throat.
So, Phil kids.
Oh, yeah. It's all joke. It's all joke.
But don't give up the mic.
But not really.
Yeah. But don't give up the mic.
Yeah, you got beef now.
Yeah.
Sean's got beef with Coach Beebe.
Sean, your thoughts on the first half? You were down there with it. Your thoughts on the first half?
I really, down on the first half, the defense obviously we knew was going to be great, but really the offense surprised me in that, they were starting to march the football down the field, and they gave up that fumble as they were moving down. And I was standing on the sidelines by the offensive coaching staff, and those kids came off the field, and it was really nice to see. They didn't yell at the kid for fumbling the ball. They said, guys, that's going to happen. Forget about it. We're moving the ball. We're going to score this next drive. They started laying out whatever plays they were on their iPad. The kids were all just chimed in, huddled up. They walked back out there after the defense shut them down in 3 plays, and 2 plays later they're in the end zone, just like the coaches said. And I thought, that was really good for those kids to see, because then after that they had so much confidence. They walk back out the next drive, they score another touchdown, they start moving the ball more. So I think that confidence was building, just kind of based off of, there was a bad thing happen on the fumble, and they had some issues holding on to the ball during the scrimmage, and so instead of getting down on those boys, those coaches just coached them up, said, hey, we're doing the right things, we're going to keep doing the right things, and hey, by the way, we're going to do this right here, we're going to score. And sure enough, they did.
And then on defense, Sean, usually I'm looking at numbers to add up offensive yards for the visiting Ponca City team and first down. It's really trying to find first downs for them, because I don't know how many yards, but now on that last drive there was a lot of penalties that resulted in first downs, but as far as big plays, Guthrie defense has stopped them all night long.
It's got to be tough too, when you go in the locker room and you're Ponca City, trying to pick that offense up and try to find, it's almost one of those things. Are they gonna say keep doing what we're doing, guys, or are they gonna start trying to throw out gimmicks?
Yeah.
And if they start trying to throw out gimmicks, I might try to think that they're going to start giving that ball over with turnovers and bad passes and fumbles and confusion in the backfield. I mean, even after the penalties here, we had about 3 or 4 plays, and the Guthrie defense was just walking around in the backfield. I mean, Nick Herendine just had an invite for the last 3 plays. Yeah. And so if there's more of that, I think, that the second half could get a little out of hand.
And Phil, are we talking about the downfield coverage by the Blue Jays secondary? Then you got defensive line putting pressure, and then you got Varnell and Herzl cleaning everything up.
Yeah, this is what happens. You get these kids with those small numbers. If the guys with the big, ugly numbers are doing their job, talking about the defensive line, those other guys look really good. And I'll tell you, the defensive line putting pressure all night long, freeing up those linebackers to go make plays. The defensive backs giving them opportunities to recover if somebody gets behind them. Defensive line and offensive line is the story of the game for me. They both of those units have done a tremendous job tonight. And you can't say enough about Blake Doles. I'm telling you, this kid, number 20, the junior, he's come out, played line last year, great team guy. We talked about that in the first half. But I'm going to tell you something. Every one of these plays where he makes plays, he's earning more touches. Blake Doles is going to be a major part of this offense this year.
Right now, Blake Doles has the inside track of the Martin Insurance play of the game.
No doubt.
If something beats that play, it's going to be something special to see in the second half.
Good.
Jalen Harper, 3 touchdowns in the first half. Blue Jays with drives of 50, 52, and 73 yards. They lead over the Wildcats 20-0. Take a time out here on the Golden Chick Halftime Show. We'll come back. We'll take a look at some scores from around the state of Oklahoma. This is the Golden Chick Halftime Show.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the golden tenders come from, marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
At Mosquito Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Go Blue Jays!
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with a unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Golden Chick Halftime Show rolls on here in Guthrie. Glad to have you on this Friday night. Royal Blue and White of the Blue Jays lead this one 20-0. Coming up here in a little bit, we'll have some highlights of the first half, but let's go over some scores across the state of Oklahoma. Of course, all the scores all season long brought to you by our good friends at South Point Baptist Church.
South Point Baptist Church scoring report here, 6A1. You got Edmond Memorial against Moore. Edmond Memorial winning that game right now, 21-17. Edmond Santa Fe at Jinx, 20-13. Santa Fe beating Jinx right now at the half. Muskogee, number 1 ranked team in 6A2 by many, having a tough time with Enid right now. They're only up 21-14 at half. Deer Creek and Edmond North winning right now at half, 7-0. Looking at 6A2 action, Bishop McGinnis, of course, in our district right now, losing to Putnam City 14-7 at half.
Oh, wow.
Putnam City North over Capitol Hill, big. Sapaloopa, Sapulpa, and Sand Springs in a good one, 21-14. Sapulpa up in that. Del City and Choctaw. Del City, number 2 ranked team in 5A. Choctaw, number 3 in 6A. 5A getting the upper hand right now, up 26-9 at half. Muskogee in a tight one with Enid, as we talked about. In 5A football, Carl Albert's up 24-7 in the third quarter kick down there. McAllister in a tight one with Broken Bow, 13-6. You got number 2 ranked Poto at 4A over right now, 17-14 at half over Bishop Kelly. Piedmont up big at half, 35-6 over Noble.
And those are some of the scores from around the state of Oklahoma. Take one more time out. If we have time, we'll look at some more scores in 4A and 3A as well. Both teams come back on the field. We're getting set for second half action. This is the Golden Chick Halftime Show.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Meet Eddie Hankey with Stetson Bentley, your gateway to exceptional real estate opportunities. Whether you're seeking a cozy home or a thriving commercial space, Eddie has the expertise to match your unique needs. From family-friendly neighborhoods to lucrative business locations, Eddie is your partner in making the right property move. Explore the endless possibilities together. Eddie Hankey, where home and business meet success.
Martin Insurance is your local agent ready to serve you. We have over 150 years experience and represent all major insurance companies, so you get the best coverage and price for your specific needs. Whether you need coverage for personal home and auto or for your business, no account is too big or too small. For that local service and expert knowledge you deserve, stop by Martin Insurance at 115 South Broad Street in Guthrie. Call Mike Cheap, Pat Cheap, or Chris Herzl at 405-282-3770 or visit cheapbrothers.com anytime.
Blue Jays lead it 20-0 over the Ponca City Wildcats. Golden Chick Halftime Show. Take a look at some of the first half highlights. There's quite a few of them for the Blue Jays. And we see Jalen Harper Calvert on the fumble. That was the one miscue of the night offensively.
Yep.
After that, the defense got the Jays set up offensively. And then there's Big Braxton. And then here's Jalen Harper on one of his many big runs. And what a run this one was. A little stiff arm and sidestep and into the end zone. His first touchdown of the night from 40 yards out. Here's some more defense. Nate Benford, step for step. Guthrie secondary's been good all night long. Here's the play, Phil.
Oh, such a great catch. Great pass, great catch in traffic. Thought he was going to get in, Chris.
And then here's Harper's second touchdown of the night. It's a short one, but well-deserved for 1 yard out. Harper, again, 3 touchdowns, and his last touchdown run. And here's another play by Doles to set up this third score. It's going to be Harper scoring from 9 yards out, and that's where Guthrie has a 20-0 lead. Take our final timeout, come back, get set for second half action. This is Blue Jay football on the Golden Chick Halftime Show.
Sometimes you need immediate care and can't get in to see your doctor during regular hours. With Mercy Convenient Care in Guthrie, you can walk in without an appointment and get the medical attention you need at a lower cost and with shorter waiting time than your local emergency room. The Mercy Convenient Care is located at 2919 South Division. For any concerns, call 405-282-6301. Services are provided by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Choose Guthrie. Choose Mercy.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin. That's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. And we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on tender. That's like a chicken dating.
About set for the second half, Phil. Your keys to the second half for the Blue Jays to hold on to this victory and to go to 1-0.
Well, I think the big thing is Blue Jay defense got to reestablish their discipline in play. You know, played very, very good the majority of the first half. Did a great job overall. Got a little sloppy in that last series, but they need to clean it up. I think they will. And then offensively, keep doing what you're doing. That big offensive line's leading the way, and we're having a great deal of success running the football. I think you keep running the ball. You protect the ball, keep the ball on the ground. The clock is your friend. let that clock run. I think the Blue Jays are sitting in pretty darn good shape right now.
Mercy Health reports, and I think for the most part looking pretty good. Jalen Harper, we've seen come off a little bit of time, but I think it's just he's tough and fight through it. And so I think as far as the Mercy Health report, everything looks to be good so far for the Jays.
Yeah, just a little dinged up, but like you said, he's a tough kid. He'll be fine. And we got our big center back out there. He's okay. And so I think overall everything's good for the Jays on the Mercy Health report.
And the Blue Jays won the toss. They deferred, so they get the football to begin the second half.
Yeah. Want to come out, going to reestablish that run game is what I fully expect to see.
Yeah, especially up 20-0 and just lean on your defense, lean on that running game, and just get on out of here 1-0 before going on the road to take on the Woodward Boomers. Time for the S&T Oilfield Services kickoff to begin the second half. Wildcats kicking to the Blue Jays, and we're underway. A short kick fielded at the 20-yard line, and we have whistles and flags before this one can get going. Boy, Watson, he wanted that return.
Yeah, he did. What exactly happened?
I'm not seeing. Have not seen. Was it a fair catch?
What? I'm completely confused right now. Had to have been. I don't know what else they could be saying.
So the Guthrie Blue Jays will take the football at the 23.
Point upwards, and they called it a fair catch.
Huh. Okay.
Thank you, Sean. Interesting.
Yeah. 0 week for everybody, Chris.
First carry, no yards. My pen's not working.
A lot of problems right now.
There we go. Hey, Sean's microphone worked just in, though, so it's a good start. Second down 10 for the broadcast team. Calvert. Handoff, and Blue Jays will get a couple of yards here, not much. And here's another flag thrown by the referee. It looks like a lineman and a linebacker got into it in the backfield, and who got caught? It's going to be the question here. Bryson McSwain, the referee.
Yep. If you'll keep your eye on number 1 and number 25, the wide receiver and the outback over here, they were into it as well. The referee had to get on them. So I think the second half, both teams are going to be a little more physical.
Might get a little sporty down there, Sean.
It might get fun, guys.
That's right.
You know, we're talking about, just run the ball and lean on your defense. You don't want to get too relaxed either at the same time. Penalty against the Wildcats. Fresh set of downs for the Blue Jays. I'll hand it off to Harper. Slips at the line of scrimmage. Now it looked scary for a moment.
Yeah.
No pickups. Second down and 10. Carl Albert Titans heavy favorites on paper. 4-star OU commit at quarterback. 3-star running back commit to OU. Then they got 3 other players that are Division I quality. And don't let week 0 halftime score fool you. They're going to be good. As Calvert rolls on second down and 10. Great coverage. There's a flag thrown. Nice catch on the sideline. Inbounds by Benford. But I'm thinking there might be a holding penalty. Referee Bryson McSwain lets the Guthrie coaches know it happened right in front of the Guthrie bench, right in front of McSwain. And so looked like another easy call as the lineman tried to give Calvert every opportunity to keep rolling and get away, but a holding will bring back Benford's catch.
Yeah. This is what you want to play as clean of a game as possible every time you play. Week 0, you're going to have a little bit more of these penalties than what you would, just because it's the first week out there, but these are the kind of things you got to clean up. They will. This comes with game time experience.
Ponca City Wildcats won a playoff game last year, took it to Tahlequah, who's now First playoff win for the Wildcats since 1986.
That's crazy.
Second down and 20. Calvert fumbles the low snap, picks it up. Has a wide open receiver. It's Doles, a huge collision, and Doles stays on his feet. Doles with the reception and delivers the ball. What a play.
Tell you, this kid's all football player now. Great catch. I mean, tremendous hands, very soft hands. We'll see it on the integrity heat in their replay.
I knew the Wildcat player was going down. I saw the collision coming.
Look at there, boom.
Phil, how did your boy keep that ball in his hands? He got hit hard.
He got hit hard. He did a hit in a little bit of there. He did the hitting there, Sean, I think was the key. That kid's looking for an opportunity for contact on every play, but, man, I love me some Doles.
That D-back was fortunate that he didn't get laid out.
Yeah.
26-yard reception. And now the Blue Jays follow that up with a run across the 35 near the 33.
Tell you what I'm seeing a lot of is I'm seeing a lot of this, kids jumping up, holding their arms up like I didn't do anything. I think Sean's on to something. I think that there's probably a lot of yakking going on down there on the field right now. And
if you're Ponca, a lot of frustration right now.
A lot of frustration, so you got to be careful with that. You got to maintain your discipline and just focus on what's going on when the ball's in play.
First and 10 from the 33. Calvert will keep this one, breaks a tackle. He's in open field. He's across the 25, lunges to the 21-yard line. A 12-yard pickup, and that's what Hayden Calvert has done so well over the years, Phil.
He's great at he's not going to break one and go 80 yards,
right.
But tell you what, he's going to go get you 8, 9, 10, 15 yards, 6 yards. He's just a tough ball runner and a smart runner of the ball. He really lays back, lets the play come to him, doesn't get in a hurry. Very effective with his feet.
6th play on this opening drive. Start at their own 23-yard line, now at the Ponca 21-yard line. Calvert, again, across the 20, near the 15-yard line, across the 15, actually, to the 14. 7 yards for Hayden.
Yeah, you see it again on that play. I mean, he's patient with the ball, and like I said, he plays within himself in the running game. He really does. I think he understands what his role is.
Very patient runner.
Very patient runner, and does a very good job. Just protect that ball, and tell you, the Blue Jays look to be marching in again.
And you see the Friday night lights shining on that Guthrie helmet of Hayden Calvert. Thomas in the backfield with him. Second down and 3 for the Royal Blue and White. Wearing the blank jerseys tonight. Thomas, first carry of the second half. It's into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Zane Thomas with his first career Blue Jay touchdown.
Zane's a kid that's, I think, is going to continue to get better every week. Good speed. He's learning the nuances of the position and game as far as how to do the little things, the blocking schemes, things like that. We see it on the integrity heat in their replay. A huge hole by the offensive line, man. I tell you, I could have got through there for 4 or 5, Chris. Finish it off.
I was fortunate down here, the view I had on the field, there was like a wall of people, and then all of a sudden it slowly opens up like Noah parting the Red Sea, and he just bursted through there with that speed.
Yeah, it's a great job.
Noah
great job by Thomas.
Split the Red Sea. Noah French splits the uprights. Guthrie on top, 26, now 27-0. Take a timeout. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
At Terry Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans. Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, and Dennis Oakes aren't limited to any single provider. We'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terry Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terry Insure Group at 405-293-4880 or stop by at 622 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terry Insure Group, insuring your world.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
Well, Jalen Harper will not score all the touchdowns this year.
Well, dadgummit.
Zane Thomas, 14-yard touchdown run. Blue Jays 7 plays. Take a look at the John Vance Miller scoring summary. 7 plays, 77 yards, just under 4 minutes. We talked about this Guthrie offense setting the tone, get the kickoff to begin the second half, and go 77 yards in those 7 plays.
Yeah, great job there. Again, for me, the story is that offensive line. They're opening up these huge holes. Running backs are taking advantage of that. Calvert's taking advantage of that. Blake Doles gets in there again. I'm telling you, these guys are they're hitting on all cylinders offensively.
Blue Jays kick this one left to right. Again at the 10, again to the far side, and it'll get to the 30-yard line. I mean, it's like clockwork. Well, this one a little bit better. We'll go to 33 this time, Phil. My bad. But,
all right. You know, it's interesting. I'm watching this kick returner for Ponca. You know, most kick returners are real explosive at impact. He seems to pull. He's dancing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's Cunningham, the talented receiver, Gavin Cunningham, and really that's been his best so far.
Yeah.
Really can't get anything going offensively. We got Benford and Williams and.
Yeah, I think when you're swarmed by about 4 or 5 black jerseys, you know,
dancing's
about the only way you got to get any yards.
My coach has always told me, Sean, dancing's a good way to get your teeth knocked out.
1st and 10, handoff, 1 yard.
This Guthrie defense is acting like they're wanting to do that very thing.
Yeah. I think Varnell in on the tackle on that play. I'll make a prediction.
There's Varnell, 16.
How much you want to bet we don't have any more
M&Ms?
Yeah, any more taunting penalties?
Yeah.
I think that probably got corrected at half.
Surprised to see the 1.
Yeah.
Do you believe up downs were involved?
Could be.
2nd down and 9.
That seemed to straighten him up during the scrimmage last week.
Certainly did. Moore scrambling once again. He's going to be sacked in the backfield all the way back to the 30. And there's Varnell again. Varnell playing a little motivated here in the second half.
Yeah, it looks like the quarterback is.
I'm sure he's tired. I mean, he's
limping.
He's had a tough go at it because really he's the primary focus, probably too much of a focus right now. It looks like he'll get the call and bring it back to the
he's saying, Coach, they're everywhere.
We roll to save some time. It's not working. Lands on a handoff, and I mean, it's just going backwards. Ponca City just looking for a positive play, -2 on that one. And the Wildcats are going to have to punt the football away. It's going to be 4th down and 15.
Yeah, 4th down and 15. Great job there by Maroney on the tackle there. Returning starter on the defensive side. Had a great season last year. Last year, he was in this game. He was our North Church player of the game up in Ponca City.
Yeah, he really had a coming out party.
He did.
Noah came out after one of the series in the first half, and he looks at me with a big smile on his face. He had sweat rolling down his face. He's got a little cut over his nose, and he looked at me with a smile, and he says, I miss this.
Harper, he misses the football. He got it, breaks the tackle. This one started at the 30. He's quickly at midfield. He's down the sideline, driven out of bounds. Harper with a fantastic return. We talk about how dangerous he is offensively, but we've seen it last year, and there we see it on that play. Special teams as he goes 30 plus 20 plus 25, about 27 yards, 28 yards on the return all the way to the Ponca City 42-yard line.
Yeah, he's going to help us in all different ways this year. And again, I still expect to see him get the ball outside in the passing game. I mean, he's a very talented kid and can do a lot of things offensively for the Jays.
Ponca City has now had 4 3-and-outs tonight.
Yeah.
Blue Jay offense back on the field with the short field thanks to the nice Harper return. Zane Thomas, he went 14 yards last time he had that one. He goes over the 40 to about the 37, pick up 5 yards.
Yeah, and every time Zane, that touchdown is going to give Zane some confidence. There's something about, when you do it on Friday nights when it matters, that just, for a young player like Zane, that does a lot for his confidence. He'll continue to get better.
Calvert, we'll take a look at the offensive coaches for the next play. 17 seconds on the play clock. Homecoming early this year, folks. September 15th. Tuttle Tigers come to town. That will be a fun ball game. Thomas having fun here against the Wildcats. He's across the 20. He's down near the 10-yard line. Another big play for Zane Thomas, the sophomore.
That looked a lot like the scrimmage last week where he broke several plays. I think he had 3
Same
touchdowns
angle,
last. Yeah, same angle.
You know, guys, they ran that option type play in the scrimmage last week, and they kind of fell short most times. They had a couple breakaways, but they must have been working on it this week because they've gotten most of the yards from that very play.
Yeah.
Pickup of 28 yards. First and goal for the Blue Jays. Calvert will keep it. Cuts it at the 5, and he dives for the end zone. They're going to give it to him. Down at the 1. 9-yard pickup, second down and goal.
I tell you, yeah, you go back, so many of these kids on the offensive line last year, first-year starters, this is the payoff, right? It's the next year. I mean, they're comfortable. They know what's going on. They're not worried about any of this. Great job.
Whistles before that.
Yeah, what, 12 men on the field?
So they're going to substitution on defense. So that will move the football 1 inch
to the 2-inch line.
Half the distance to the goal. I don't know if they'll even move the football. Guthrie will sneeze and get into the end zone. Ooh, there's Big Morgan.
Yeah,
you think there's some yards behind that big boy?
Yeah, he's all there. A lot of LBs there. Big, strong kid.
There you see the complete formation. Thomas on the right side. He's into the end zone. His second touchdown of the night. Second in the second half. Strike up the Blue Jay fight song.
That's great to see Zane having success out here. Good shot of Zane coming off the field. First guy congratulating Walters, classmate. Been playing ball their whole lives together. Yeah, and you think about that, these kids, they start with the Little League football program, Blue Jays, and these kids grow up, man. They played a lot of football games together, a lot of these kids over the years, and this is the payoff. They get to do it under the bright lights at Jelsma Stadium.
Blue Jays trying to make it 34-0. French up and good. 34-0, 3:58 to play in the third quarter. Timeout from Jelsma. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Blue Jays for the second time in this third quarter into the end zone. Both of those courtesy of Zane Thomas. This drive, 4 plays, 42 yards, a minute 49 off the game clock. Scoring summary brought to you all season long by John Vance Motors. Blue Jays will kick this one off again. Okay, Phil.
Yes, sir.
Cunningham's going to get it at the 10. He's going to go to the far side and get tackled at the 30-yard line.
I'm going to say he's going to make it to the 30.
Okay, so this one's the 15. Goes to the right.
Uh-oh.
30.
32. Oh, dang.
35.
All right, a little better.
I would maybe switch it up. Maybe run to the left one time.
Just to try it.
I mean, the offense is struggling tonight.
Over here. There's plenty of grass over here.
Good shot there. At that Blue Jay, number 80, Clayton Carpenter on special teams, 5'10", 150-pound sophomore.
See a lot of sophomores out there on special teams, getting the kids some game experience.
Zeb Robbins watching from the firehouse. Moore Slings that one on the far side. Caught. 10-yard pickup. One of the more popular positive plays for Ponca tonight is a 10-yard reception. Cunningham with the reception at the 45.
.5A tends to be a heavy run classification. You get a team, if you can spin the ball around, boy, I tell you got a little advantage.
Here's more pressure. Morgan is popped. And now the reception by Cunningham. He's going to be hit for a huge loss, and Moore slow to get up. I want to see if we have that on replay because he got leveled. I'm curious what Blue Jay got in there and delivered a pop.
I don't think, was that Moore? No, it's number 8.
Moore's out, and he got leveled pretty good there.
Yeah.
So the new quarterback is Cortez Roland Barton, a sophomore. Second down and 18. He's running, and he's going to be sacked again. The Blue Jay defense just relentless out there. And nice play by Eli Maroney. I think that's the second time Maroney was able to get into the backfield. Now it's third and forever. Ponca City needs Guthrie's 45 for a first down.
Yeah, I'll tell you. And
that's loss of 8 on the play.
When you play physical like the Blue Jays do on defense, you know, you can neutralize a great athlete. Like the Ponca City kid, he is a great athlete. There's no doubt about it. But, boy, he just hasn't had an opportunity to get started tonight.
Yeah, Phil, you talked in the pregame show about the importance of the conditioning of the Guthrie Bluejays, and I think you're starting to see the Ponca City offense wearing down, and the Blue Jays are coming just as hard as they were in the first half.
Ball caught immediately, but a great open field tackle. Good job there by Kyron Axtell, the cornerback, to get the tackle, and Ponca City's going to have to punt the football away. It will be their 5th, 3rd, and out tonight.
Yeah, doing a great job defensively, and Sean makes a great point. I mean, conditioning is so important always, but boy, in these early games, you can really see it when it's hot out. Game time, you know, playing in game time conditions is different than in practice, and Blue Jays look to be in great shape physically, obviously, and really playing good football right now. Back on track.
Ponca City, boy, they're just struggling. Their quarterback's out. There was frustration at the end of the first half among the teammates, and the yards are hard to come by. The positive plays are hard to come by, and now we have a timeout. We'll take a timeout with 1:23 to play in the third quarter. Guthrie rolling Ponca City tonight, 34-0. This Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065.
Hayes Tree Service is a proud member of the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and a huge supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Cody and Kathy Hayes are available 24/7 for emergency tree work when Mother Nature hits. Hayes has the experience and equipment needed for tree trimming, removal, and stump grinding. Fully insured, Hayes is the company that other tree guys call for help. For a free estimate, call 405-535-6560 or find them on Facebook. Go Blue Jays!
Ponca City punt formation, 4th down and 25. Ronnie Phillips, Sean Silvas, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you on this Friday night. All this equipment and these Blue Jays on the road next week. Low snap, left foot punt, end over end, bounces at the 40, just like a Phil Nichols chip shot, bounces back, and great putt position there at the 41-yard line.
So we're going to see the same thing, I think, Chris. We're going to see the heavy run game, only 1:15 left in the third quarter, and grind that down. And this is prototype Guthrie football. Run the football, play great defense, clean special teams. For the most part, had a few, a couple of holding penalties, that one silly penalty in the first half, but for the most part, been a pretty clean game for the Blue Jays.
Thomas stays in the game. The last 2 drives have been Thomas touchdowns. Thomas gets the handoff here on the left side. He's going to keep on running, trying to bounce it out, and he'll go across the 45, get near the 48-yard line. 8 yards for Zane Thomas.
Yeah, I think with Harper being a little dinged up at the ankle, we may not see a whole lot of him the rest of the night. No need to. And let Zane get some more game experience here. We're going to need him throughout this year and years to come. And it's a great experience for the kid.
And you never know. There we see Jason Rainwater come in at wide receiver on the bottom of the formation. He wears jersey number 40, sophomore. A big part of the Blue Jay baseball team a year ago. Played a lot of baseball as a freshman.
Yeah, Jace, one of those young sophomores, very talented sophomore class. We'll see a lot of him in years to come as well.
2nd down and 2. Thomas bounces out, has the first down in pocket there. He fumbles the football, and that's going to be the second turnover of the night by the Blue Jays. Thomas had a fumble last week as well, and that's one little thing that he's got to shore up here as he matures as a running back here at Guthrie High School.
Yeah, I mean, and this is something that he's battled. He'll get better. He'll coach him up down there, doing a job. See Coach Rice talking to him, keeping his head in the game. Didn't really see. Was that ball punched out from behind? I couldn't
tell. It certainly would look like it had to be punched out from behind. We'll get another look at it here on our Integrity Heat and Air replay. And he was going down and got punched out.
That's a good play by number 5.
Yeah, I would fumble the football every time.
Yeah, well,
it's amazing how those guys hold on to the football on all levels.
Not in the face, that's right.
And the Wildcats will be hit for another loss, a loss of 1 on the play, and that could be the final play of the quarter if the Wildcats elect to do so. Looks like it will be. Final 6 seconds roll off here in the third quarter. It's all Blue Jays tonight. 34-0 will come back with fourth quarter action as Blue Jays look to go 1-0 in game number 1. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Sonic, may I take your order? Cheeseburger. You got it. Just not with the cheese now. I got the pickles. Order up on the Sonic cheeseburger.
You got cheesecake and you got ice cream. So when you put the 2 of those together, does that make it one thing?
I'm not even listening to you right now.
I know. Sonic cheesecake blast.
I'm really having an experience here. This is
Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33. We're set for fourth quarter action. Welcome to Jelsma Stadium. Week 0 of the high school football season. Glad you're spending your Friday night with us here inside the booth along with Ronnie Phillips, Sean Silvas, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you.
It took all of 3 quarters to Sean to get a fan club. We're getting text up here about, he's so well-spoken. Oh, he does such a guy. I hate the guy. I can't stand him.
You going to do anything about that?
Well, no. I mean, I'm fine up here.
Sean, is it still hot down there?
If I'm being honest, guys, there's a nice breeze blowing down here. It chilled off pretty good. It's chilled down. I mean, I don't know what the temperature is, but it's got to be in the 80s. There's a nice breeze. It's actually not bad at all.
Okay, so everyone's hot except for Sean.
Well, these guys down here are also working quite a bit harder than I am.
2nd down and 12. Pass overthrown, incomplete. They bring up 3rd down and 12. First play underway here in quarter number 4. Stay tuned. Terra Insure Group postgame show. Sean will speak with the player of the game. He also will speak with Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe. We'll have our Martin Insurance play of the game. John Van Smother scoring summary. We'll take a look at some scores from around the state of Oklahoma, brought to you by South Point Baptist Church. All that inside the Terra Insure Group post-game show. 3rd and 12. Wildcats, 3 receivers to the far side. Running back on the left side of the quarterback. The backup quarterback rolling. Nothing's going to be there, so he's got to run with it, and he is hit absolutely hard at the 40-yard line. A huge, big high school collision. Hopefully everyone's okay.
I got to tell you, give the kid from Ponca some credit.
Yeah.
He didn't go down from that hit. He came back for more. And of course, when he got back, there was 5 Blue Jays there waiting for him. But watch this kid.
I'm afraid to watch, Phil.
This is a tough kid. I mean, watch this collision.
Watch him hit the ground, too, guys. When he came down, he took another shot.
Look at this. Doesn't go down. Keeps fighting. I love that. Now, that's a good, clean, hard hit right there, man. Good job on both sides.
Was that Tyler Gettings, I think, number 8, that delivered the pop on that far side?
Another punt, Chris.
Yeah, 4th down and 7. And
I don't know what just happened there. I think the center said it's hot out here. Let's get this play going.
False start. Yeah. He's going to stay out there for another play. And this is going to feel another, after the turnover, another 3 and out.
Yeah. I'll tell you, the Blue Jay defense, set aside that one series to end the first half, has just been pretty much flawless all night.
Look at Ponca's possessions tonight. Punt, 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 end of half.
Yep.
Punt, punt, punt.
Yeah, they're consistent. It's good to be consistent.
Low snap, unable to pick it up, and he's going to run for it. Could this be a first down? Will not be. And Guthrie will once again set up camp in Ponca City territory.
Just not a lot going right for Ponca City tonight.
This is a Ponca City team that returned their starting quarterback, their starting wide receiver, coming off a playoff victory a year ago. And first playoff victory since 1986. Coach Scott Harmon has won championships on the small high school level. Been there for a few more years, giving that program some consistency. And, we talked about them possibly moving down to 5A in 4 to maybe 6 years of how it all plays out. And not just Ponca City football, but for all their athletics. I think if they can come into 5A football,
be good for them.
Be good for them, be highly competitive as Guthrie takes over. First down and 10, and see Blue Jays stick with Zane Thomas. They do, so that's good to see him in there to get another carry after the turnover. That's good to see there, and I think we might have a new quarterback in there as well. I think that, check my roster, make sure that's right. Yep, that is Maddox Vaughn. For the Blue Jays, his dad's a teacher at Guthrie Public Schools, and mom works in Payne County, the sophomore. Maddox also a Blue Jay baseball player. Now he's joined by Doles in the backfield. Almost fumbled exchange. There goes Doles, and his first carry after in the backfield goes to the 10, maybe the 11-yard line, just a 20-yard pickup.
I want to adopt this kid. This is my guy. Unbelievable. I love this guy. Just a football player. That's the kind of kid that would have fit in the 80s, the 70s, the 90s. He could have played in any era. Just look at that, man. He just loves to play the game. But I'm telling you, he is deceptively quick and fast.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't. Yeah, it's fun to watch.
20-yard pickup from the 31 to the 11. Almost fumbled the exchange before that 20-yard run. That one's a lot cleaner handoff. Doles met in the backfield. He's hit for a loss at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, we're gonna overlook that one.
-4.
They're hurting the stats, Chris. I don't like that.
But the clock is moving.
What? That they're hurting the stats. Oh.
Well, Phil, that play aside, when you look at a running back, what do you want? Physicality, you want size, you want strength, you want speed, you want shiftiness. I think he has all those tools in spades.
Yeah, he checks all the boxes.
And
There's
the
no
want
doubt.
to.
Oh, the want to. Yeah, his desire. The kid just loves the game. You can see it in everything he does.
I still go back to that catch that he made, and I saw the Ponca City Wildcat defender waiting on him.
Yep.
I was like, oh, normally, and this is how quickly I process it. I go, oh, that's usually bad news for the receiver. But I mean, that's Doles.
Yeah.
And the defender went down, Sean.
Yeah.
I was almost in the backfield back here when that play went down, and I had a good shot of the rest of the team standing on the sidelines, and those boys were jumping around like he just asked a girl to prom.
Yeah.
It was an amazing catch.
Yeah, he's going to be fun to watch.
2-yard pickup there as the clock is moving pretty quick now. The Blue Jays in no hurry here on 3rd down and 12. Hand off to Doles up the middle. Doles into the end zone. Touchdown, Blake Doles. His first of many in the 2023 football season.
There you go, kid. got the payoff. Tell you what, had a great ball game. And, you know, we're going to have a conversation about this North Shores player of the game.
I have no idea what to go with right now.
I got a couple ideas.
Blue Jays 4 plays, Phil, to get into the end zone.
Yeah, you see it on the integrity heat in their replay. Great job by that O-line again. Doles finishes it off. Yeah, he's just he's a fun kid to watch.
You know, guys, the Ponca offense had some questions going into this game, and I know they didn't get the answers they necessarily wanted. If you're their coach, at least you can motivate these guys and show them, hey, guys, this is where we want to be. This is where we want to be. They'll have plenty to work on when they go back next week.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think Coach Harmon's a good coach, and, you know, he'll use this as a teaching opportunity in many ways, no doubt about it. And, you know, I think overall, you know, flipping back over to the Guthrie side, I mean, I think Coach Beebe and the staff, they got to be happy, right, with this first. I mean, obviously they're happy with the score, but just talking about overall how the team's executed most of the night.
Penalty on the Jays will make it a 25-yard point after attempt by Stripe Wellness Lounge. It's a line drive kick, and it is no good. Second PAT that fails tonight. Guthrie holds on to a 40-0 lead with 8:11 to play in quarter number 4. Timeout from Jelsma. This Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays. Martin Insurance is your local agent ready to serve you. We have over 150 years experience and represent all major insurance companies, so you get the best coverage and price for your specific needs. Whether you need coverage for personal, home, and auto, or for your business, no account is too big or too small. For that local service and expert knowledge you deserve, stop by Martin Insurance at 115 South Broad Street in Guthrie. Call Mike Cheap, Pat Cheap, or Chris Herzl at 405-282-3770 or visit cheapbrothers.com anytime.
Yeah, we're good.
Blue Jays really good right now, leading at 40-0. Now the only question is, will the Jays shut out Ponca City Wildcats? And Blake Doles, Phil, 13-yard touchdown run. Guthrie 4-play, 31-yard drive, 2 hour. Oh, look at that. They got the chains. Yeah. Don't get in his way.
He's my guy.
Yeah. Blake Doles, jersey number 20 for the Blue Jays.
Yeah. He's going to be a fun one to watch for the Blue Jay faithful.
As we get set for the S&T Oil Field Services, let's take an official look at the John Vance Motor scoring summary. 4 plays, 32 yards, as promised. Big thank you to John Vance Motors.
Like all of our sponsors, well, I tell you, John Vance, they do everything, Chris. I'm telling you, they support any cause, and unbelievable corporate partners with everybody in the community. We're lucky to have them in our town.
Okay, from the 4, here comes to this side.
Oh boy.
Get to the 30.
No,
there it is, right there. I mean, it's.
Well, there's a flag.
There is a flag, so it won't start at the 30-yard. Let's see here. Ponca has started at their own 20, their own 15, their own 31, their 28, their 30, the 35, the 35, the 37. You like those notes?
Consistency.
This is usually in the area of holding. Appreciate everyone checking us out tonight. We still got a great crowd in a blowout victory. I know everyone's staying tuned for that Terra Insure Group post-game show. It is holding against the Wildcats, so that will back them up even further. Luke Young, yeah, that's a good question for – great shot, the referee, guys. Good job. Let's ask our audience, who should be tonight's North Church player of the game? Luke Young says tonight's MVP, Doles. He said not too far behind is the offensive line. Let us know in the chat who should be tonight's North Church player of the game.
No, wait a second. No, they don't override my vote, do they?
They could.
Oh, boy.
They could, yeah.
That could be bad. My vote's in already.
Yeah, yours is in. We'll see how everyone else votes tonight. You can do that in the comment. Cody Knox says Doles 100%.
Luke Young, tonight MVP, Doles.
Handoff for the Wildcats and another tackle in the backfield. Blue Jays have been there all night long. Kellen Herzl getting his first varsity start for the Blue Jay football team. He did that a year ago as a freshman for the baseball team, but Kellen Herzl will be fun to watch as he continues to get older and older. He's, his brother's an all-state player playing at OBU now, and boy, him and Varnell, a good linebacker duo.
Good combination. Varnell's a good one to learn from for the sophomore, too.
Sophomore again going down. Another sack by the Blue Jay defense, and coming up with this one was Braxton. Trayvon, or was that Glover?
I think that was Glover.
Yeah, I apologize. Yeah, Delonte Glover, 6 foot, 205 pound senior with the sack. And, Guthrie football has really been on the map since 2001. How many great linebackers have played for this program? And now you have Kellen Herzl, Varnell carrying on that linebacker tradition here.
And it's every year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's every year.
That's where it starts.
It does. It starts there, and I tell you, you go back to the early 2000s, some of the freaks that played linebacker for the Blue Jays. It's every year we've got one or two of them that flat get her done.
3rd down and 20, and it's going to be 4th down and more than that. Delonte Glover again. Tackle inside the 5 and another 3 and out for the Wildcats. This is their 7th 3 and out of the night.
Yeah, I tell you, it's been dominating for the defense. There's no doubt about it. I mean, they've had a tremendous first game of the year, and I really did. I mean, we talked about it a few weeks ago when we were breaking down the preseason, and I thought this would be a tight, really good ball game. And boy, I tell you, that's why I don't do this for a living, Chris, because my family had starved to death because the Blue Jays came out here and just put a knot on them.
4th down, 24. Ponca's going to have to punt from their own end zone. And high but short kick. It's going to be out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Guthrie will have a 1st down and 10. Just under 6 minutes to play in the ball game.
Yeah, I think you'll just going to run the football a bunch. Probably see a bunch of new kids out there and get them on the field, get them some experience.
Be kicked out at the 15-yard line. Sandy White says the offensive line. Now, I think there might be a little bit bias there with Mr. White, the left tackle, but very good. They've been good, Phil.
We were on break. I said you got to consider the O-line. I mean, they've done a heck of a job. There's no doubt about it.
Adam Parker says Doles, kid is solid. Won't be the last time he's the player of the game in conversations.
I think you're right.
Ashley says Blake.
Bunch of new faces out there.
Yeah, Andrew Knight, number 72, over at right guard. Maddox Vaughn remains in at quarterback. The new running back will get the carry here between the tackles. That'll be number 26, Elijah Smith, 5'9", 155-pound sophomore.
This is good, getting these young kids some game experience. A lot of just nothing but good comes out of that. Number 33 in the game as well.
Owen Wilder. Younger brother of Carson Wilder, graduated a year ago. 76, John Junkersfield, 5'10", 290-pound junior. And at wide receiver, number 18, Greg Stevenson, 5'7", 150-pound junior. Far side receiver, 17, Colby Wilder, 6', 140-pound senior. Owen Wilder, the halfback. Blue Jays also in that offensive line. 62, LaRon Richards, 6'2", 220-pound senior. '54, Brian Mick, 6'1", 225-pound sophomore. They call him Bear.
Doesn't seem that long ago, Little Bear was joining us for the high school huddle years ago.
Yeah. Bear, the son of Scott and Jerry Mick. Of course, Scott Mick, state championship coach here in Guthrie, offensive coach, moved away to Enid, went back home for a few years, came back to Guthrie, and that just shows you how special place Guthrie is for you to move to back to your hometown, and then move away from your hometown to come back to a place an hour away.
And we're the winners. The community's the winners. Getting the Mick family back here, great family. It's wonderful to have them back. Scott retired from teaching and started a new career this year. Doing great things. Jerry back where she belongs in the public school system here in the Blue Jay world. And It's great to see them all in the community again.
The Wellness Walker says Jalen Harper hands down. 3 touchdowns, and we're not even considering him for the player of the game. Well, we are considering, but you know. Luke Young, honorary MVP. Dennis Oaks, glad to have him back on the mic inside the stadium. Smith breaks a tackle. On 4th down and 18, the Jays will turn it over on downs, and Ponca will have it maybe one more time here offensively. Mark West says, I like Dole's MVP of the game. James Lyle says, what about the defense? All they're doing is 7 3 and outs. A handful of first downs is all they've given up.
Who's this Rod Poplin guy?
He says defense.
Huh. I don't know him.
Mark West says that one-handed catch was sick. Mark, I think we'll probably see that once, maybe 2 more times before we exit the broadcast tonight. Stay tuned for that because here at the end of the game, we will have our Martin Insurance play of the game. Thinking that might be it. We'll see.
It's a finalist.
Of course, we're going to have to say which it was. It was probably that one-handed catch. He's had a couple of good plays tonight. Wildcats. Okay, now here's the only thing that will drive Kelly Beebe crazy right now.
Can't give up a score right now.
You're up 40-0.
He'll be a grumpy goose if we give up a score. Oh, boy. Sean, you get ready. If we give up a score here, it's going to be a touchy interview with Coach.
Sean, you guys are just really trying to stir the pot with me and Coach Beebe, aren't you?
Sean,
I simply gave you some advice on how to make sure he didn't take the mic from you.
Sean, if Ponca scores, Coach Beebe might throat punch you.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like I need to get a football helmet on and then tape this microphone to my wrist.
We might be throwing that microphone to Cottonwood Creek at the end of this night.
Oh, boy.
There's a play on the far side. Here they are near midfield, so here we go.
Okay, this is what's funny. I'm watching some of the starting defensive players, and they're all walking over to Coach waving their hands. Let us in.
Got a bunch of new defensive players in on the field, including we talking about the linebackers. Got a new linebacker in there, Mason Russell, our former teammate in the booth, now a teammate on the field for the Blue Jays. He wears jersey number 37, number 6 also in there, Caden White, 5'10", junior. 32 in the ball game. Landon Gilbert, 6'2", 235-pounder. Now Ponca City goes downfield, and that pass is incomplete. And here's a flag, a late flag. Jace Rainwater in the secondary. I think they're going to flag 23 in the game. Amari Watson, 5'9", 140-pounder. And here comes the Blue Jays starting defense back in the ball game.
Yeah, I think we can all call that.
Well, Coach Harmon goes down 30, 40 yards with a pass, and Coach Beebe goes, oh, okay, if you're not going to run the clock out, then we'll bring our defense back on.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
So Coach Beebe allowed Ponca to try to run the clock out. They're not going to run the clock out, so we'll play defense.
Coach, guys, I believe they would call that a flex.
And now the Blue Jays are going to try to flex one more time on this Ponca City offense.
That's exactly what happened.
It's exactly what it is.
No doubt.
We can tippy-toe around it, but that's exactly what it is. We're going to try to tell you, be honest in the booth as much as we can, and that's exactly what it is. They go back to the running game, and they're stuffed. Second down, 3:09 to go. Mark West, thank you for broadcasting the game. I love it. Yeah, we appreciate it as well. It's fun to travel with these Blue Jays home and away. No doubt about that. A huge thank you to all of our great sponsors. You hear the commercials, and we can't say this enough. When you do go in there or see them, please tell them thank you for. And Blue Jays with another sack. Take your choice. There's 2 or 3 in there. I think Kellen Herzl probably going to get full credit with that sack. Varnell overshot it a little bit, so give the full sack to Kellen Herzl.
Yeah, Kellen's had a heck of a first varsity start, had a great ball game. Seen a lot of those sophomores in there. You see it here.
Right up. We'll give them half sacks.
Okay. They'll share it. They'll be happy to share it.
They'll be sharing quite a bit this year.
Yeah. You know what's really happening there? The senior, the sophomore, that's a lifetime friendship starting right here. These guys will be buddies for the rest of their life. We'll always talk about this season. That's a cool thing.
Quickly, 3rd down and 18 for the Wildcats. Little roll, little throw is incomplete. Nice job there defensively, Tariq Watson, senior. A lot of seniors offensively and defensively for the ball club this year. And, we do mention Carl Everett's a heavy favorite. Dell City is going to be sneaky good. Both of those teams with a lot of transfers in, and we'll talk about that throughout the entire season. But this Blue Jay defense, any given night, Phil, in the playoffs, especially when it's cold and the athletes don't like to get hit as much very often. Ponca getting ready to punt this one away. Back deep for the Blue Jays is Kari Watson. He'll field it at the 10-yard line. Didn't field it. Now he fields it at the 10. And he'll break a few tackles. And now he'll flex a little bit. 20, 25, across the 30 and down at the 32-yard line. Be sure to join us all season long on the High School Huddle. We broadcast live every Wednesday night. We'll take a look at this game as well as many games across the state of Oklahoma. We'll have the High School Huddle Top 5, and we'll take a look at some of the games of the week coming up. We'll take a look at back at some of these games as well. Wednesday night, 6 o'clock. Find us on our YouTube channel, Second Banana Media. Subscribe and like that one. We'll talk high school football across the state of Oklahoma. Join us for that. Blue Jays will melt off the final minute 39 of this game clock. Stay tuned. Terra Insure Group post-game show. Player of the game presented by North Church. We'll talk to them. We'll talk to Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe as well. I think the ball coach will be extremely happy with the way his team performed tonight.
No, there's any doubt about that.
Maddox Vaughn, a lot of time here at quarterback. Number 27. Hands it off to another new running back, Eric Robinson, 5'8", 100-pound senior. And we'll have, I think, 2, maybe 3 more snaps left in this one.
Yep. Put a bow on this one. For the most part, Saul Harper, lead the game at that tender ankle, which I think's just giving him some rest. No reason to have him out there, obviously. For the most part, I think very healthy.
Blue Jays on the road next week to Woodward. It's Friday, September 1st. Pregame show scheduled for 6:30. It's even hotter in western Oklahoma. Kickoff right now scheduled for 7 o'clock, and they have no air conditioning in the press box.
At least we have a great press box.
Blue Jays take a knee. No press box, and it's about 15% size of this press box.
Yeah, we're gonna be skins next week. No shirts. We skins.
Oh goodness.
No, it's going to be miserable up there.
Guys, if we got to be skins, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed. We got these new team shirts to wear.
Yeah. Thanks to Ronnie Phillips.
Thanks to Ronnie Phillips.
That's right.
I'm going to want to wear mine next week.
That's right. Mosquito Authority, great sponsor for the broadcast team.
And the final seconds will tick off of this one. Ponca City and Guthrie shaking hands with 8 seconds left on the clock. And the Blue Jays are going to improve to 1-0 on the year. Blue Jays now 10-2 all time against the Ponca City Wildcats as they continue to dominate this series. Before we get set for the Terra Insure Group postgame show, let's take a look at the Martin Insurance play of the game. And I think there's one that we've looked at a few times. Phil, here it is. I'll let you have this one.
Oh, man, just perfect. Right in there. That great one-handed catch for Ponca City Wildcats around him. Thought he was going to get in there, Chris. But I tell you, what a great catch. Great throw, great catch.
That
Martin
is your
Insurance. Play the game.
Blue Jays win it. Final score 40-0. Take a timeout. Come back with the Terra Insure Group postgame show. Blue Jays win it. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years.
I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the golden tenders come from, marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services: mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Lennox products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
Hayes Tree Service is a proud member of the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and a huge supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Cody and Kathy Hayes are available 24/7 for emergency tree work when Mother Nature hits. Hayes has the experience and equipment needed for tree trimming, removal, and stump grinding. Fully insured, Hayes is the company that other tree guys call for help. For a free estimate, call 405-535-6560 or find them on Facebook. Go Blue Jays!
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Meet Eddie Hankey with Stetson Bentley, your gateway to exceptional real estate opportunities. Whether you're seeking a cozy home or a thriving commercial space, Eddie has the expertise to match your unique needs. From family-friendly neighborhoods to lucrative business locations, Eddie is your partner in making the right property move. Explore the endless possibilities together. Eddie Hankey, where home and business meet success.
The rights to this broadcast have been granted by Guthrie Public Schools. Any rebroadcast or republication of the programming without the written consent of Guthrie Public Schools is strictly prohibited.
We welcome you inside the Terra Insure Group postgame show. Blue Jays win it in mighty fashion tonight over the Ponca City Wildcats. They shut out the Ponca City Wildcats 40-0, along with Ronnie Phillips, Sean Silvas, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. Big thank you to Terra Insure Group, TIGOK.com, Seth Robbins and the crew. We'll talk about them throughout the entire postgame show, but it's time to hand out some honors here. Yeah. And with that, let's go downstairs with Sean Silvas with tonight's North Church Player of the Game.
Uh-oh. Sean, step forward.
Yeah, I run a step forward.
Yeah, you guys got to move forward.
Yeah.
Where we
Keep coming. Break
I'm sorry, guys.
There you
Here
go,
we go.
Right there.
I am down here with Blake Doles, our player of the game. Blake, tell me your first time, here as a sophomore starting on the offensive field. You were catching the ball. You were running the ball like crazy. How you feel after that game?
First, I'm a junior this year. Sophomore last year on the O-line. Well, it feels just really good. It's really good.
So your offensive line, it seemed like from down here, they were opening holes huge, and you were patient waiting. And then when you zipped through breaking tackles, I mean, how big was that O-line for you?
Oh, it was great. I mean, I can't even speak right now. But are you talking about, like, how were the holes in the game? Oh, they were beautiful. Best holes, I've ever seen. Last year, they were good, but I think this year a lot better.
All right, so play the game down here. We thought you were going to score a touchdown. The pass was put between 4 receivers. One hand brought it in. What was going through your mind when that ball let go?
Well, first to start the play, I didn't know what to run. Like, I got the wrong call, so I was like, all right, I'm just going to run forward. And then Hayden saw me, threw me the ball, reached out my hand, I got it. I didn't really know what to think.
So the defense here just, completely shut them out. But they were trying to go with you on their defense. What was it like just, going through? Was it a cake? Were they giving you looks? Talk about their defense.
Their defense was pretty soft, I'm going to be honest. I think their entire practice this week, they went helmets only, and at like 8 o'clock, not for the heat, we were full pads all throughout the heat. They were just really soft, out of breath, and out of shape.
Very, very nice. Guys, do you got any other thing?
I think we better
Well, I got one thing to say. Blake?
Okay, Blake, I'm relaying a message from Phil now.
Listen to me now. This is an important thing you understand. I am usually wrong with most things I say.
So Phil is that he's wrong with most of the things that he says.
And so I apologize for getting it wrong. Now, can we move forward from here?
He wants to know if you two can move forward from here.
Give it time. I think so. But as of tonight, probably not.
Okay, all right.
He's going to have to sleep on it, I think.
That's building blocks. Building blocks.
One wasn't built in a day. So,
all right, thank you.
Hey, great play. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Blake Doles. Tough on the field, tough on the microphone.
I'll tell you what.
He just ran you over.
Well, forget that. He corrected a 2-time national champion wrestler. That kid's fearless.
Oh, we better take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll be joined by the Blue Jay head coach, Kelly Beebe. I don't think he'd be quite animated as Blake Doles.
You don't know.
Phil, you might need an ice pack after this one. We'll take a timeout. This is a Terra Insure Group post-game show.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Strive Wellness Lounge is a professional concierge nursing, innovative nurse practitioner-led practice using cutting-edge technology to give you convenient care, IV therapy, telehealth, medical weight loss, men's health, ED, testosterone, and hormone therapy. In our Wellness Lounge, or the convenience of your residence, hotel room, or place of business within reasonable time of receiving your call or text. Strive Wellness has designed several formulas to address a variety of issues, including immune system strengthening, optimal athletic performance and recovery, hangover relief, brain fog, strengthening hair, skin, and nails, anti-aging, metabolism enhancement, migraine and pain relief, fatigue, and dehydration. Call us at 405-293-4160.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with a unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services: mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Blue Jays roll into the 2023 season with a win over the Ponca City Wildcats at 6A2 Division II school. 40-0 is your final score. Welcome inside the Terra Insure Group post-game show. Visit our good friends at Terra Insure Group, Seth Robbins at TIGOK.com, 622 South Division Street. Everyone goes up and down Division Street. Everyone sees the marquee sign. Go there and you can visit TIGOK.com. By the way, you can look for your insurance quote right there. They got a lot of carriers to choose from. Yep. All right, let's go downstairs with Sean Silvas with tonight's winning coach, Coach Kelly Beebe.
All right, guys, I am live here with Coach Kelly Beebe. Coach, this game, it was 40-0. Your defense shut them out. Your offense was on fire tonight, just moving the ball all night. Talk about the game. Tell us what you're pleased with and what your thoughts are.
Well, I thought that the physicality was outstanding. The conditioning was outstanding. Penalties were terrible. We had 10 penalties, I believe. Got to get cleaned up. I know it's incumbent of a first game. Missed 2 extra points. I thought kick coverage was good. I don't believe we had to punt tonight. I told the guys with the quarterback like they had coming in, who had been real mobile, that our best friend was a good run game. I thought offensive line, along with Calvert running the ball, Harper, Zane, and Doles were able to keep the football away from them. And that was a big benefit to us. As far as our kids, whenever their inability to run the football, that's a trigger for us to try to get after the quarterback. And I thought we did a good job of that.
Yeah, it was like 3 in. They'd run 3 plays, hit 7 punts. I mean, they seems like your defense was in their backfield more than they were moving the ball forward. Talk about the key players on defense. Who was it that was really pushing them back?
Well, our D-line is veteran. The 4 of them, Eli Maroney, Big Glover, and Trey and Nico. And then our new addition up front, replacing Jackson Walters, is Tyler Gettings. And Gettings got thrown in trial by fire in big shoes. You guys that know, Jackson played 3 years for us back there. And those guys were in the backfield all night long. We got good pressures from our linebackers in Varnell and Kellen Herzl, who's replacing his older brother. And other than a couple of pass interferences, which I thought one was legit, I thought that was a really bad hold. Our secondary was in position all night long off the scramble. So our job was to get him off his spot, but not allow him just to run free, because he's a pretty dynamic athlete.
Yeah, so moving over to offense, you guys, run game was open all night. Even when Calvin went back to pass, he had plenty of time. But really, the story that we saw was that offensive line. Can you talk about that offensive line and how key they were to just moving the chains down the field?
Oh, absolutely. We go as they go, and we talked about that first hour weights this morning right before the game. And I told them, guys, getting first downs, 3 yards, 5 yards, 4 yards, keeps great offenses like that, dynamic offenses like that on the field. I thought Cooper was outstanding in there tonight, and we played 2 centers in Samaje and Eli Johnson, and our big tackles in Perrin and Tommy. We're pretty dominant, and you can't forget about the blocking that Doles did, Zane did, Plag did. Ultimately, I thought the big shots tonight, the crucial shots, were to Doles in the pass game. The one-hander going in down here was big time. He played guard for us a year ago so he could get on the field. We told him he'd be our H-back when Carson left, and he's made us look really smart.
So now, moving forward to next week, you're on to Woodward next week. What are we looking forward to next week against that team? What are we preparing for, and what can we expect to see out of you guys next week?
Well, they've got a brand new staff. The head coach came from the collegiate ranks. This will be his first ever time to coach high school football. So we haven't got film yet, but we think they're going to be a tempo, check at the line, kind of a spread hot team. And then defensively, they're a 4-man surface with a little bit of bear and pressure. So, if we get film on them, which I don't have yet, they haven't scrimmaged anybody. So they may take their first live reps against us when we get over there at their place for their home opener. So we may be in almost a scrimmage type environment where we're figuring out, okay, this is what they're lying down in, this is what they're trying to do. So for our kids, we'll cast a wide net like we did this week. Ponca City represented, 4 variations of empty with 3x1 or 3x2, 4x1, and then the tight end whiskey stuff. And then they got in their 11 personnel stuff and their 10 personnel stuff. So we had to prepare for all those type of things this week, so it'll be a good carryover for us next week.
Now, opening night in Jelsma Stadium, you had a big crowd. The student section was rowdy, the band was hot. Talk about how important that was to have such a fire opening game here in Jelsma Stadium.
And I say it all the time, every time I get a chance to talk to anybody that'll listen, that our fan base and our venue is second to none. We've been top 10 in the last, I don't know how many years, in ESPN's nationwide stadiums, and then when our fans get in here and we got a great ball game or bands going, cheers going, ROTC's going, I mean, it's a special, special environment. And when it looks like we're going to get the win and those burger smoke start coming over, I mean, it's a good night at the Rock.
Yeah. Coach, I really appreciate your time. Thank you. Good luck next week.
Thank you, fellas. Appreciate you.
Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Sean. Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe, as you can tell, very excited for his team's performance as they go 1-0 on the year. Take a time out here on the Terra Insure Group post-game show. Come back. We'll share some scores from around the state of Oklahoma. We've got highlights to present by our good friend Eddie Hinkey, Stetson Bentley, new sponsor this year. And it all comes back here on the Terra Insure Group post-game show.
At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans. Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, and Dennis Oaks aren't limited to any single provider. We'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 405-293-4880 or stop by at 622 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Bluejays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC. At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Go Blue Jays!
Welcome back. Terra Insure Group post-game show. TIGOK.com's the website, and you go right there, and there's a big old request a quote. You can do a bunch of the work on your own at your fingertips, at your computer or your phone. Go through all the carriers that they have. Get all the information right there, from automobile to homeowners to business, farm, ranch. They have landlord insurance, customer service, and that's where they really excel. Is the customer service. Seth Robbins and Jason Herzl, Dennis Oaks, and the girls up front. That's where it really begins. The first faces that you see, and you talk about Hometown Community Insurance Company. They are spot on, and all my insurance is handled through them, and yours as well, Phil. And so they work hard to find the right solution for you.
Yeah, I do a great job. I mean, you pick up the phone this year. I'm just personally, I got my renewal, and Seth called me and said, "Hey, this is what we're doing. This is why we're doing it. Saved me a bunch of money. I appreciated it."
And let's real quick side note. Insurance is going up everywhere.
Oh yeah, no, it's I
mean, it's you're real familiar with that, and so these Seth and his crew working even harder to find different deals for them. So we appreciate them. 405-293-4880 is the phone number. Let's take a look at some of the scores from the state of Oklahoma, presented by South Point Baptist Church. Phil, I'll let you take a look at 6A1. Some interesting scores from that class.
Yeah, some very interesting scores. It's going to start in Edmond North. Deer Creek at Edmond North right now. The latest score we have, Edmond North up 14-13. Jinx beating Edmond Santa Fe late 26-20. Edmond Memorial and Moore in a great ball game, 28-24. Memorial up in that game. Muskogee, tight game early, but Muskogee pulling away from Enid, 6A1 Enid, 49-21. Of course, last night Union took it to Westmore, 49-7, and Bixby laid down Owasso 42-16.
I'll let you take a look at Class 5A, but before we do that, let's look at 6A2. 5A Sapulpa going on the road, taking on 6A2 Sand Springs. Sapulpa leading that game 40-35. Sapulpa plays in 5A District 3. Perhaps the game of the week in the state of Oklahoma. Del City and Choctaw. Del City on the road. Del City with a lot of transfers. Choctaw with a lot of transfers. Right now, Del City leads Choctaw 34-25. Putnam City North takes it to Capitol Hill 62-0. Bishop McGuinness 5A taking on Putnam City 6A football. 28-14 the Irish lead that ball game. And those are the scores in 6A2.
Yeah, those are the main games. We catch McAllister at Broken Bow. Of course, Broken Bow 4A school, but McAllister gets the win tonight 23-13. That ball game a little closer than I think most people thought it would be. Piedmont and Noble. Piedmont wins big 52-19. We'll have Piedmont at home this year later in the schedule. Elk City over Altus 30-6. Bishop McGuinness 28. Putnam City 14. Carl Albert, 38. Coweta, 10. So Carl Albert put a little distance between them and Coweta. Bishop Kelly battling number 2 in 4A, Poto. Poto gets the win tonight, 24-21.
Other score of interest, Clinton goes on the road and is beating Kingfisher right now 13-0. And El Reno goes on the road and is beating Chickasha 58-17.
Yeah, I would add this. Jones beating Bethany 20-14, and Newcastle takes it to Weatherford 34-14.
Our good friends in Perry lead Manford 25-0. And I got one more here I'm going to pass along. Looking for it. Oh, Lincoln Christian blows out Holland Hall 33-0.
Yeah.
Those are the scores presented by good friends at South Point Baptist Church. Still got highlights of the ball game to get to, as well as some other great things here on the Terry Insure Group post-game show.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Lennox products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
Blue Jays shut out Ponca City tonight. Home opener, season opener, 40-0. Along with Ronnie Phillips, Sean Silvas, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. Blue Jays 1-0. Woodward next week. Woodward hasn't had a scrimmage yet. That can't be good.
We're going to drive a long ways for a bad football game.
Well, it might be that way. And Woodward, beginning next year and the year after, will be down in 3-gate football. So tough things going on in Woodward, and tough news for them off the athletic field with a bunch of other stuff going on. So a lot of bad stuff. But we'll make the trip up there, and we'll see if the Blue Jays will come to play. We expect they definitely will. They came to play tonight, no doubt, against Ponca City. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of this one, Phil, and there were plenty of them as we take a look at the Eddie Hinkey, Stetson Bentley highlights of the game. Appreciate Eddie, a classmate of Seth Robbins and I, join us on the broadcast this year. And Jalen Harper, 3 touchdowns. Boy, he thought he was going to be player of the game. And look at this. Whoop! He had quite a few votes, but he will have many, many opportunities moving forward.
I was rethinking my vote when Blake attacked me.
There's Blake right there. There's a one-handed catch.
That Martin Insurance play of the game.
And here's Jalen Harper on the 1-yard touchdown run. Jalen scored the first 3 touchdowns of the night. He had a 40-yard touchdown run, a 9-yard touchdown run. There is the one here in a few seconds. We'll have the 9-yard touchdown run. There's a nice pass there. There's Doles.
I love that.
Calvert to Doles. That'll be fun to watch this year.
Yeah. We'll see that combination a lot. Here's Thomas getting in on the action with his first touchdown.
That one from 14 yards out. And this one a little bit shorter, his second touchdown of the night. That was a 1-yard touchdown run. And there's our man Doles, our North Church player of the game, as he wraps up our Stetson Bentley, Eddie Hinkey, realtor for Stetson Bentley.
Yep.
Appreciate them. Eddie grew up here in Guthrie, lives in Guthrie, family in Guthrie, and married a classmate, Kelly. So glad to have them on the broadcast this year. Take one final time out here on the Terra Insure Group post-game show. Wrap it up from Jelsma Stadium. Blue Jays win at 40-0. This is the Terra Insure Group post-game show.
Hayes Funeral Home is a proud supporter of the Guthrie Bluejays from the first game all the way to the championship game. With years of experience in funeral service, the Hayes family brings compassion and professional service during difficult times. Owners Lynette and Chuck take pride in providing families and their loved ones quality care. The Hayes family supports Guthrie student athletes on the playing field and in the classroom. Hayes Funeral Home is located on the corner of Noble and Wentz. Visit online at hayesfh.com.
Final thoughts from the stadium are ahead on the Terra Insure Group postgame show.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065. At Terra Insure Group, you'll be helped by lifelong Blue Jay fans. Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, and Dennis Oakes aren't limited to any single provider. We'll work with you to find the carrier and the plan that fits you best. Terra Insure Group is an independent insurance agency specializing in home, auto, and commercial lines of insurance. Call Terra Insure Group at 405-293-4880 or stop by at 622 South Division or visit them online at tigok.com. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world.
Welcome back for the final time here tonight in Jelsma Stadium. Appreciate you sticking with us here. 10:25 on a Friday night. Blue Jays win it 40-0 over Ponca City. Blue Jays Ponca City, I do believe, will have renewed their series. So after this year, I think there will be at least 2 more games, and I think they will continue. But I think unofficially, Guthrie and Ponca have agreed to another 2-year deal. So it won't be the last time we perhaps see the Ponca City Wildcats in 6A2 against the 5A Blue Jays. But tonight, it was all Blue Jays early and often. Basically, the story from here, Guthrie defense forced 7 3-and-outs the other night. Ponca couldn't get anything going. Guthrie fumbled the football on their opening drive after moving the football. After that, Harper 3 touchdowns. Thomas a couple touchdowns. Blake Doles, a lineman a year ago, halfback, running back, receiver this year. So overall, I think Coach Kelly Beebe, as you saw, very excited.
Yeah, I mean, for a 0-week game, it couldn't have went much better. I think you take away just a couple of the silly things. Coach talked about some of the penalties and a couple turnovers, but for the most part, great way to start the season. Most importantly, we got out of here really healthy overall. I think, if it had been a game that mattered more, you would have seen Harper stay in the game and keep playing. I don't think it was one of those injuries where he had to come out. I think they just want to get him some rest. So I look for him to be ready to go next one. That really could help, too, get him even healthier next week.
Yeah.
I don't know that we'll need him that much in that ball game. Getting ready for the big game looming for me.
Tuttle.
Yeah.
Here,
so,
homecoming.
Here. And I got to say this. I mean, I'll own it, right? We made some predictions 3 weeks ago.
Well, the ratings were good after you made the prediction. I mean, they listened.
Well, I did it for the team.
Team player.
I also picked the Blue Jays to lose a Tuttle.
Yeah.
And I think I might want to rethink that after what I saw tonight. So I'd like a do-over if that's possible, boys.
We'll see.
No
we're 1-0 when you pick against them.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Woodward's going to be tough next week, right?
We'll be lucky to get out there with a W.
All right. Well, hey, it was our first game out on the production, and a big thank you to all of our production team. Man, there's been a lot of work going into the first game because everything has to be put into place, and there were some bumps and bruises. But, man, I couldn't be proud of this entire team getting together. Our camera operators, Michael Pruitt, Kel Evans, and Lance Evans. Yep. I mean, the camera angles, they know where to be, and it really helps us bring it with they're the big part of that because they have to concentrate every single play, and then we just take those instant replays for granted.
Yeah, really
the knee
did.
down, was it not down? We take those for granted, and those shots were great.
Martin Insurance play of the game.
Yeah.
What a great – I mean, we checked the first camera, so we go to camera 2. Michael got the great shot. Man, just perfect to be able to replay that back. So hats off to everybody. And got to say this, we're giving him a hard time, but let me tell you, Sean killed it tonight, did a great job on the sideline. And then the anchor of it all, Connor Ace.
Yes.
I mean, the guy's just steady Eddie. We don't have to worry about anything with Connor on the controls.
Yeah,
so.
you see the 1st and 10, the 2nd and 5, the touchdown, the touchdown graphic, the clock. That's all him. And, of course, he does state championship games. This week 0 thing is nothing to him. But
he was critiquing. He gave his opinion on some performances at halftime. Yeah. I mean, he covered it all tonight.
He is steady Freddie. And, of course, Ronnie Phillips in the middle of all that stuff. He's got so many jobs. It's amazing. You probably need to get him a helper to help him out. There's so much stuff going on.
Come on, let's not.
Okay.
I mean, I was
just trying to get you to drive more people up to Woodward next week. So
I got to buy another van.
Yeah, but we appreciate the teamwork all together to help bring you this broadcast. And a big thank you to all of our great sponsors up and down the list to allow us to bring these games. And of course, one final big thank you is to our good fans watching the broadcast. I know a lot of you are headed home and checking it in. A lot of you have been with us throughout the entire broadcast as well. Big thank you, and we'll do it all season long here on GMP TV. Final score for the final time here tonight to open up the 2023 season inside Jelsma Stadium. The Blue Jays take it to the Ponca City Wildcats. Final score 40-0. Blue Jays are 1-0. Our next broadcast will be 1 week from tonight when Guthrie travels up to Woodward to take on the Boomers. Our pregame show right now is scheduled for 6:30, and kickoff is at 7 o'clock. If that changes because of weather, heat, we'll let you know like we did this morning on Guthrie News page. So stay with us. Hopefully, I hear there's a cold front coming in. Of course, it can be 94 degrees, and everyone will be happy that it's only 94 degrees and not 103. So,
well, Sean said it was cool down tonight, and we looked at our phones, and it was still 90 degrees out.
So we hope you can join us. If you can't go to Woodward, be sure to join us right here next week. From all of us here from Guthrie News Page, we wish you a great Friday night. Have a great weekend. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Guthrie Football 2023 is brought to you by Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, and you. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. North Church Guthrie, you matter. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Golden Chick, the original and still the best. Mercy Hospital, Logan County, your life is our life's work. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. S&T Oilfield Services, Joshua 2415. The Martin Insurance Agency, insurance excellence. Integrity Heat and Air, we work with integrity. Strive Wellness Lounge, health therapy. Eddie Hinkey, Stetson Bentley, real estate. Guthrie Blue Jay Football is also brought to you by Interbank, A-Team Overhead Door, Hayes Tree Service, Guthrie Tag Agency, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic I-35 and Highway 33, Mosquito Authority, E&H Dirt Work, Exxon, and Merritt Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma. You've been watching Guthrie Blue Jay Football, home of the 4-time state champions. Until next time, go Blue Jays!